From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Today's episode is brought to you by the support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. And I especially want to thank those who came in with some contributions towards the tail end of our listener support campaign. So I want to specifically thank Nancy, Helen, Marlee, and Sydney. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll be sending along access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $7 or more, as well as the appropriate premiums we had during the listener support campaign. All right, well, now it's time to get into today's episode of The Adventures of Frank Race, and today's episode is called The Adventure of the Pharaoh Staff.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov, with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law books for the cloak and dagger of the OSS. And when it was over, his former life was over too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. And now we join Frank Race for the Adventure of the Pharaoh Staff.
Dead men and the worldly possessions they leave behind are often the concern of an insurance investigator. But this case had one peculiar aspect. The dead man in question had been dead for centuries. Mark Donovan was so intrigued by it that he forgot his dislike for air travel as we winged our way from London to Lisbon, second leg on our flight from America to Cairo, Egypt.
Hey, look. You mean to say they dug up another one of them old Egyptian guys wrapped up in bandages?
You put it rather crudely, Marcus, but that's it.
So don't tell me the Brenner Clark Insurance Company is now going to pay off an insurance policy on the life of a guy which has been dead for 1,000,000 years.
No, Mark. I'm afraid Brenner Clark wasn't in business when Pharaoh Uncommon was roaming the face of the earth.
Fat rat who?
Pharaoh Uncommon. He was a king of Egypt, one of the pharaohs. It's his tomb that the archaeologists have just uncovered.
All right, that's great. So what was he insured for?
He wasn't insured. But Brenner Clark has insured a few items that were dug up in the tomb. Items of fabulous value if the estimates are correct, especially the staff of the pharaohs.
Well, of course, but what's that?
It's a staff made of solid gold and mounted with precious jewels. Takes a strong man to lift it, according to the appraisal reports.
And that is the thing which Brenner Clark insured?
To the tune of 1,000,000 simoleons, Mark.
Boy.
It's in the Cairo Museum, being crated for shipment to London. And until it gets there, it's our job to stay right with it.
Yeah. And to me, that sounds like a very dry job. So I am going to make the most of the present and sashay to the club lounge and quaff a few. Do you wish to accompany me?
No, thank you. It'll also be a sleepless job when we get there. I'll settle for the proverbial 40 winks.
Okay, be back in a while.
I closed my eyes and relaxed, but I didn't sleep. From the seat behind us, I had been catching the subtle and intoxicating scent of taboo. It grew stronger, and I opened my eyes to find that the wearer of the scent had moved into the seat Mark had vacated.
Am I disturbing you?
Isn't that your intention? Not that I mind.
I couldn't help overhearing part of your conversation about the staff of the Pharaohs, you see. I'm an Egyptologist.
She didn't look like an Egyptologist. A woman steeped in the history and lore of an ancient civilization buried beneath centuries of sand. Even the drape of a conservative tweed skirt and jacket couldn't hide the charm she might lend to a French bathing suit.
My name is Linda Marshall. You're on your way to meet my father, Charles Marshall.
Why, yes, he's curator at the Cairo Museum, a talent that I rate second to his ability to produce a very beautiful daughter.
You'll pardon me if I don't acknowledge the compliment, Mr. Race. I just want you to promise me that you'll let nothing delay you on this journey. I want the staff of the Pharaohs to pass into your hands before it costs my father his life.
During the rest of the journey to Lisbon, I made several attempts to engage her in conversation, but she turned away, tight-lipped and frightened. When we hit the landing strip at Lisbon, she was first out of the plane, and I saw her speak to a man and a woman at the gate. They walked into the airport restaurant, and Mark and I followed. Our plane for Cairo wasn't due for 2 hours.
I don't know. If the dame really thinks her old man's going to get knocked off, wouldn't you think she'd talk?
She might be afraid of sounding foolish.
Now, what's foolish about a guy getting killed?
It depends on who or what she thinks is going to do the killing. There are many legends about curses in the tombs of the pharaohs.
Wait a minute. Spook stuff? Ghosts and such?
Something like that.
So why didn't you tell me this before you dragged me away from Brooklyn? You know I don't like no ghosts. Especially ones which can't speak English. They're terrible. Hey, look, there's the dame now at the corner table with her friends. And she is giving you the big wave.
Yes. Rather a sudden change of heart.
I think she wants you should go over there. Well, go ahead. I will amuse myself at Jayco's while you are making friends and influencing people.
Jayco's?
Yeah, I get around, too. This is a sort of Portuguese bar and grill I discover when I'm here during the war. See you later.
Get back in time for the plane.
And don't worry.
Hello.
Hello, Race. I think you'll be interested in meeting these people. Mr. and Mrs. David Horton, Mr. Race.
Just call me Dave. Everybody does.
And call me Eve.
The name fit her. Eve. There was something new and wild and awakening about her. Her mouth was like ripe fruit, and she had a way of making everything about her disappear.
They all do it.
I beg your pardon.
All men stare at my wife.
Dave, please, I'm blushing.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, don't blame you a bit.
I do. You didn't stare at me, Race.
You didn't give me a chance.
Where did your friend go? Mr. Donovan, isn't it?
Yes, Mark Donovan. He has a fondness for a spot called Jayco's.
Dave and Eve are going to Cairo too, Race.
Taking a look at the pyramids?
No, same as you, taking a look at the staff of the Pharaohs.
Now, don't look at me like that, Race. I haven't been tattling. Dave financed the expedition. The staff really belongs to him.
Yes, I'm turning it over to a museum, of course. My contribution to culture.
Oh, bother culture and the pharaohs and the pyramids. I want to walk. Care to join me, Race? May I call you Race? I like it.
You may, and I would definitely care to join you.
Well, then go ahead. Give Linda and I a chance to talk.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me for a moment, Dave. I have a telephone call to make. Greetings to a friend of Father's at the Lisbon Museum.
Well, run along, all of you. I'll have a drink.
Eve Horton and I walked down the path to the far end of the field and watched the ships come in for landings. She held tight to my arm. Then suddenly, when there was nobody around, she swung about facing me, not holding my arms, but in them.
Race, you'll be with us, won't you? Promise.
You're trembling. What's wrong?
My husband, he frightens me. And the staff, there's a curse on it. Promise.
It's part of my job. I promise.
Not that way. Promise me. Promise me.
She pressed that mouth to mine, and I was ready to promise anything. But when we broke it up, I wasn't happy. I thought of her husband and what his life must be like married to a woman like this.
You're angry with me?
No. I was just thinking.
I won't do that again. Unless you want me to. Let's walk some more.
walked around the field 3 times, the better part of an hour. Then we came back into the restaurant.
I say, there they are at last.
Oh, Race, we've been looking all over for you.
We were just
There was
walking...
a call for you from Jayco's. Your friend has been hurt. Don't go.
I've got to. Mark, what's wrong?
Oh, what's that?
They said you were hurt.
Hurt? Oh, no. Feel no pain. You ought to try one of these brews.
Let me taste that.
It's all there. It's good, huh?
Drugged. It's drugged. Come on, Marcus. I'm getting you out of here. Somebody doesn't want us on that plane to Cairo. Whoever didn't want us on that plane got his wish. It was taking off when we reached the field, and I watched it until it was airborne. I made a quick check of all schedules on all Continental Airlines. By taking a plane from Lisbon to Rome and picking up an Italian flight to Cairo, we could pull in only 5 hours behind the plane we had missed. We did, but it was too late. I knew it as soon as we reached the Cairo Museum and walked into the curator's office.
I knew it. I knew it would happen.
There, go ahead and cry. It'll do you good.
Race, a fine time for you to turn up.
What's happened?
The stuff of the Pharaohs is gone, and Linda's father has been murdered.
When did it happen?
A couple of hours ago. If only we had arrived sooner.
It would have made no difference. It was fated.
Who are you?
I am Hassim. I am a student. I was assistant to the curator.
Assistant and probably assassin, too.
Don't be so liberal with your opinions, Dave.
He's right. You've no right to be making such accusations.
I am connected with the royal families of Egypt, sir. I do not like thieves plundering the graves of my ancestors.
Don't you call me a thief.
Don't be a fool, Dave.
Let me go.
Hassim, please leave. I'll talk to you later.
I go because you ask. I will help you find the truth. But remember, Mr. David Horton, I do not leave through fear. We shall meet again when you wish.
Hello, Race.
Hello?
Oh, sit down. Glad you could join us for dinner.
Where's Linda?
Trying to get control. She'll join us in a little while.
I say, find out anything from the police?
No trace of anything yet, but the staff is still around. A thing like that isn't concealed easily, and it would be too risky to move it for a while.
Oh, there's Tibbet now, Eve. I'll get him. Excuse me for a moment, please. I say, Race, he's a great guy. You'll love meeting him.
Who's Tibbet?
Lou Tibbet, an archaeologist. He was in charge of the excavating. He and Dave are old friends.
I see.
What do you mean?
Don't make a scene, Dave.
Old friends, huh?
Hello, Eve.
Hello, Lou.
Lou Tibbet, Frank Race.
How are you?
How do you do?
Here comes Linda.
How are you, honey?
I'm better. Please sit down.
I understand that you were in charge of excavation at Parat's tomb, Tibbet.
Yes.
I'd like to see the spot. Where is it?
Near the pyramids, about 9 miles out in the desert.
Can we drive out?
Sure. Morning all right?
Why not tonight?
At night? Well, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh, yes, they will. Most of the digging is done at night when the sun is down. Power generator for light and cooler, you know.
Yes, it would be, Dave. After dinner, Tibbet?
If you like.
Well, just like chasing Rommel again, a jeep in the desert.
The excavation is right over the next dune, by the lights.
We walked to the excavation and down uncovered steps into the catacombs of the tomb. Arab workmen were digging carefully, and others were carrying the dirt out in baskets.
This was the main tomb chamber. I don't expect we'll find much in the others they're digging out now.
What's through this passage?
The minor chambers we've already excavated. You want to look through them?
Yes.
Now, here, take these flashlights. We've pulled the lighting equipment out of there.
Hey, fellas, look, I think I'm going to go back and wait under the stars. I like stars. This grave stuff is definitely not for me. The place might cave in.
It's well beamed, Mark. It would take an explosion to cave it in.
I explode easy. I'll see you later upstairs. Goodbye.
Wait here, Race. I'll lead him back to the main chamber.
All right, I'll be right here.
Welcome to the tombs of my ancestors, Mr. Race.
Who is it?
Turn your light this way.
Hassim.
Yes, Mr. Race. And you were right. The tombs are solidly beamed. It would take an explosion.
What do you intend to do, Hassim?
What do you intend to do, Mr. Race?
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now back to the adventures of Frank Race.
Choked me, and I was buried under what seemed to be tons of earth. But I dug my way out, got to my feet in the darkness. I'd lost my flashlight. The air was silent, black, and oppressive. Then I heard a sound in the tomb. Hasim, where are you? I'm trying to find you, fella. Oh, here you are. Take it easy, I'll dig you free. Are you injured badly?
I do not think so.
Good. This beam is pinning you down. I'll raise it. You try to slip out. Ready?
Yes.
Now!
I am free now.
You rest a little, Hasim. Then we'll try to get out of here.
We cannot dig out, Mr. Race. Not before the air is gone. For you, I am sorry. For myself, I do not care.
But there are diggers outside. They'll get to us.
If somebody wishes them to do so. But I am afraid the order will not be given. Relax and do not think. It is an honor to make the step into eternity in the company of the Pharaohs.
He was right. And I knew it. Exertion would only use up the air faster. There was little enough. I kept track of the time by the luminous dial on my wristwatch. 2 hours passed. 3, 5. The heat was stifling. I felt weak, dizzy. Hasim, listen. They're digging.
You dream.
Hasim! Hasim!
All right. Wet another cloth, will you?
Here.
Yeah, give me. Come on, Race, come on. Come on, kid, take it easy now. Attaboy, you're breathing again, come on. There you go.
Where's Hasim?
The local constable come and haul him off where even Kim, too. You all right?
Yeah.
They got him for bombing the place.
He didn't do it. He was in front of me, and the explosion came from behind me, blocking the exit. Oh, hello, Eve.
Oh, Race, darling. I'm so glad you're all right.
Yeah. Fine. Be glad, but don't smooch him right now, huh? It'll smother the guy for good.
I'm sorry. I didn't think.
Where's Tibbet?
He's the guy which went back into town to call the cops so they could take Hasim away.
He did that before we were dug out?
Yeah, I was too busy digging to notice.
Then he knew Hasim was in there. We got to get back into town, Mark.
What? Race, you mustn't exert yourself.
Yes, baby, I must. Because it wasn't official police who picked Hasim up. We'll be lucky if we find him alive. My hunch was only too right. Hasim was not in the Cairo jail, and Tibbet hadn't placed a call there. I sent Mark on a hopeless search of the city. Then I located Linda Marshall and Dave Horton in the bar at the hotel.
Race, good to see you, old man. Eve told us what happened.
Anybody tell you how it happened?
Yes. Hasim blew up the passage.
Wrong. Tibbet blew up the passage.
But why would he do a thing like that?
Because he had no intention of letting the staff of the Pharaohs get to London. And I've got a sneaking suspicion he isn't the only one.
Are you implying that I'm involved in this?
What makes you ask that?
Are you calling me a thief?
Keep your voice down and your hands.
I'll show you.
He deserves that, Race.
Well, that's only a sample. I don't like scenes. He's a strangely sensitive man. Good night.
Oh, wait for me, Race. I'm going with you.
She followed me into the lobby, and just as we rounded a bunch of potted plants, the revolving door at the entrance turned, and Eve Horton stepped in. But this was one time when the sight of her didn't blot out everything else. Pulling away from the curb was the car she had stepped out of, and behind the wheel was Lou Tibbet. I made a dash for the door, but as I brushed past Eve Horton, I stumbled, grabbed one of the sturdier plants, and managed to avoid falling. But it was all the time Tibbet needed. He was gone.
Oh, Race, I I tripped you. I'm sorry.
She did it deliberately.
I didn't.
That's not important. Tibbet was in that car and you let him get away. Why?
Because he hasn't done anything.
I believe that when I see Hassim alive.
He is alive. Tibbet faked that police call so we could get Hassim away from the tomb without interference. Hassim belongs to a student group that isn't too popular with the natives. The explosion was an accident.
Why didn't Tibbet come and tell me about it himself? And what makes your husband so sensitive about the word thief?
Race, please. Please,
She's fainting.
I've got her.
Now sit her down here. I'll get some help.
Never mind. She'll come to in a minute. If she isn't all right this minute.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe she's fainted. Maybe she's faking. In any case, I'm going to do a little checking on her husband. I went to the nearest cable office, shot a few inquiries to key men in London, and waited for the answers to come back. When they came, they cleared away part of my mental sandstorm. Dave Horton was in tight quarters financially. He'd been speculating in money exchanges, especially the British pound sterling, and devaluation had knocked the props out from under him. I went back to my room to think it over.
Race!
Hassim! He'd been beaten, horribly beaten. I knew immediately that I was looking at a man who was dying. There was nothing I could do for him.
I said I would help you find the truth.
Who did it, Hassim?
I did not tell them.
Hassim.
Hey, Race, you better get... Holy cow, I better go.
No, Mark. He's dead. Get a car fast.
Where we going?
After the staff of the Pharaohs. It's back in the tomb of King Pharaoh Tutankhamun.
Almost there. Just over this dune. Look, did Hassim tell you the thing was here when he passed out?
I have a hunch that's what he tried to tell me as he died.
Hey, other car's here. Doesn't that one belong to Dave Horton?
Yes. The other belongs to Lou Tibbet. Nobody's working. The shift must have been called off.
Wait a minute, somebody's working. Guy coming between those two cars. Hey, that's the mug who slipped me that Mickey at Jacob's.
What do you guys want here?
We're just tourists.
Yeah, then start touring. Go on.
Hey, hands
Take a mark.
Yeah, get up!
Wherever you find lead.
Down, Mark!
Oh! Hey, nice kick, Race.
Get his gun and time off for the police, then follow me and hurry. The cars made it a cinch that my hunch was paying off. I went into the tomb, but the lights were out. I groped about in the dark until a flashlight glared. I pulled tight into an alcove in the wall and waited.
Let me go.
Take it easy, Dave.
Race,
Now that your lights are out, friend, I'll borrow that flash. I groped again, keeping the light off until I might need it. I took a turn off the main chamber and stumbled over something. I cupped the light and flashed it. It was the body of Lou Tibbet. Something had crushed in the back of his skull. He was dead. The rest of the chambers were empty. But I finally found what I wanted. The narrow opening through which Hassim and I had been pulled from the cave-in. I slipped through quietly. There was a faint light from the small room at the turnoff. Somebody was digging. I came in behind the sound. All right, Linda.
Oh, Race.
Found it, didn't you?
Yes, I was just digging it out. I'm glad you're here to take possession, Race. Now the trouble is all over.
Not quite, baby. There's a bill to be collected for a couple of murders.
I hope Eve isn't mixed up in this. I like her.
Sometimes murders are committed by very lovable people. We'll see. As soon as we get this staff back to the Cairo Museum. All right, Mark. Put the staff of the Pharaohs on that table. This time we'll stay with it.
Okay. Oh, brother. I told you this thing was heavy. He wasn't lying. Hey, look. What'd you make Linda and Dave go into the next room for?
Because I had the police bring Eve in, too. I'm going to put a jigsaw puzzle together. You can listen from behind the door, but make sure nobody gets through here if one of them try to crash out.
They will run into a mighty left hook, I assure you.
Good boy, Marcus. Sit tight.
Race, what's the meaning of bringing Eve here and having us detained?
Take it easy, Dave.
Thank you, Linda. The reasons are obvious. Somebody in this room is a murderer. And a thief.
No!
I told you never to use that word.
Sit down, Dave. Why were you angry with Tibbet when you went to get him that night at dinner? Just a few seconds after you told me what a great guy he was.
Because he said I shouldn't be upset about the theft of the staff. He said I could cash in on the insurance.
You could use $1 million, Dave. You're broke from speculation. I checked.
I said I'd give the stuff to a museum, and I meant it. I don't get my money that way.
Then why does the word thief bother you so much?
You stop it. Stop it. I'll tell you why, Race. My father was a wealthy man. Then he went broke in the market crash in 1929. He was used to living well, so he got a job and embezzled. He died in prison.
Race, I'll kill you for this.
I'm sorry, but it's necessary. Go on, Eve.
Now, I've seen my husband lose his fortune, and I was afraid of what he might do. I wanted you around, Race, to prevent it. That's why I kissed you.
You what?
Take it easy, Dave, and try to understand it. I think I do. It was because I was on the right side of the law, wasn't it, Eve? The safe side. That's all you want. The safety of being honest.
Yes, I love my husband. Truly, Dave, I do love you. Tell me you didn't do it.
There, you poor frightened girl. Of course I didn't. Now, Race, perhaps you understand why the word made me so sensitive.
I do. And I apologize to both of you. Humbly.
Wait a minute, Race. Don't tell me you're falling for this cornball act.
Yes, Linda, because they're telling the truth.
Then who?
You, baby.
But I found the staff and helped you out.
You helped me because I was blocking your exit and you knew it was all over. Your outside boy killed your partner, Tibbet, and you knew that the thug was knocked out too, or I couldn't have gotten in.
The curator was my father, Race, remember? I wouldn't have killed him.
I doubt it, baby. He wasn't your father, and you're not an Egyptologist. If you were, you'd never have said we wouldn't be able to see anything at the tombs at night. You'd have known that most of the digging was done at night under generated light to escape the heat of the desert sun.
Very clever, Race. But have you got an answer for this?
A gun? How charming.
I'm going to back out of here. Don't follow me.
Come to me, arms.
What? Let go of my arm, you...
The police are outside, Marcus. Take her to them.
Yeah, easy, Wildcat. I will do that with pleasure. You know something, these dames, always beefing and crying about something.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Elizabeth Root, Rosemary Carver, Gunnar Peterson, Byron Kane, and Jay Novello. This series is written and directed by Buckley Angel and Joel Murcott. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this time next week for another dramatic chapter in the Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a Bruce Ells production.
Welcome back. I have to admit I am getting a little disappointed in some of these later episodes. This is a series I didn't listen to all of the episodes in before playing for you, and it seems towards the end that they are, really just reusing the same things over and over again. And this episode's kind of a case in point. We have a case that is solved by Frank Race discovering they said something that was off for the profession they were claiming, and then Mark Donovan disarmed the escaping killer. I also have to admit that I am really not sure I buy that whole I have to fly into a rage whenever someone says the word thief. I guess that great old-time radio star Groucho Marx might have called that the secret word. That is a bit of a stretch. All right, well, we're going to see some changes to our lineup here. Starting on next week, The Adventures of Frank Race will be moving from Mondays to Tuesdays. So Adventures of Frank Race will be coming on Tuesdays. Next week, we're going to finish up Let George Do It. And it basically just happens that we have one more episode of Let George Do It than we do the pre-Bob Bailey Johnny Dollars. And so in order to clear that up, next Monday, we'll be bringing you an Let George Do It adventure with Bob Bailey. And it looks like, based on the outcome of our listener support campaign, we will be doing 4 days a week, which will simply be brought to you by the support of our listeners, and then 2 days a week where we will have an ad. It'll either be for one of the ebooks, audiobooks we have out, or it'll be an affiliate ad. All right, well, that will actually do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with the cases of Mr. Ace. Join us next Tuesday for another episode of Frank Race, and be here next Monday for Let George Do It. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Among them, we have Patrick and William and Charles and Jerry and Patricia, as well as Nancy. Thank you so much for your support. It's truly appreciated. Now it's time for today's episode of The Cases of Mr. Ace, a Man Named Judas.
Mr. Ace, come in. I've given you up for the night.
You're not alone, Dr. Gale. There were a couple of minutes back there when I'd given myself up for good.
As close as that?
Closer.
Well, come on into the kitchen. Coffee's perking. Can't you find a less dangerous way to make a living than being a private detective?
Sure, but then who'd supply you with your material for your book on criminal psychology?
Sugar?
Sweet and black.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Incidentally, the book is coming very well, thanks to the unorthodox point of view I get on the criminal mind through your eyes. Well, what happened to you tonight?
What happened tonight seems to have started with a man named Judas.
Judas? You mean Judas Iscariot from the Bible, of course.
That's the guy, Dr. Gale, the world's most notorious stool pigeon. But it took 2,000 years for it to catch up to me.
Well, I'm listening, Mr. Ace. I'm listening.
The Cases of Mr. Ace, starring George Raft, and produced and directed by Jason James.
I hadn't been in my office over on 6th Avenue for more than 10 minutes when the hall door opened just wide enough to admit a man's eye. From where I sat, I could see it was steel blue, and when the door opened a little wider, I could see that the eye belonged to a very tall, very thin, very blond man. I waved him in.
My name, sir, is Doran. Richard Doran of Doran and Stanton, 5th Avenue Importers. Dealers in objects of art, curios, and such.
What can I do for you?
I want you to deliver a package to a gentleman in Chicago.
Go on.
That's all there is to it.
I see. My name is Ace, Edward Ace, sole owner of Ace Investigations, 6th Avenue, New York. Dealer in homicide, matricide, and patricide, and also in the gentler forms of crime. What you want is a worthy boy working his way through reform school. Now, I know just such a lad who would...
This is no ordinary package, Mr. Ace. I'm willing to pay a fee of, say, $1,500 for its safe delivery.
What you want is a man named Ace. That the package under your arm?
Yes.
What's in it? An atom bomb?
Not quite. but something perhaps equally as explosive.
Go on.
It contains the most priceless item ever to come into the possession of Doran and Stanton.
You still haven't told me what it is.
I didn't intend to.
I don't like working in the dark. What's it worth? In dollars and cents, I mean.
I have consented to sell it to a British gentleman named Colonel Amherst for $150,000.
You could get a lot of explosion out of that kind of scratch. Is the dingus insured?
Unfortunately, Mr. Ace, it is not possible to apply for insurance.
I see what you mean.
Yes, the dingus, as you call it, has had a most checkered and colorful career.
Mostly blood red, I suppose.
You put things so obliquely, Mr. Ace. But you're quite right. For many years, Doran and Stanton have kept it hidden away. Now, Colonel Amherst may have the joy of possession and the fear. You will find him registered at the Ambassador East. Deliver the package, collect the money, and return to me here in New York.
Why don't you take it to Chicago yourself? Or have the Colonel come here?
I will be frank, sir. Neither of us wishes to assume the risk. I would advise you to go armed, if you accept the assignment. Shall I give you a check for your fee?
How much cash do you have with you?
$250? Why?
I'll take that. The balance when I return from Chicago with your money.
Excellent. Here is your retainer, and here is the package. I also have your transportation. You leave on the Commodore Vanderbilt tonight, car 57, compartment E. Good luck, Mr. Ace.
Just one more thing, Mr. Duran. How do you know you can trust me?
If you are wise, Mr. Ace, you'll give me no reason to regret my trust.
The package you left in my care was no larger than a pound box of candy. That evening, box under my arm pressed close to the gun in my shoulder holster, I boarded the Commodore Vanderbilt. I just relaxed in my bunk when the door to my compartment opened. I looked up from my berth into the face of a small, fragile-boned man. His hair was glossy and deep black. His eyes were glossy and deep black. But it wasn't his bones or his hair or his eyes that really interested me. It was his right hand. In it, there was a gun. From where I lay, it looked mighty big.
You will please clasp your hands together at the back of your neck.
Now, wait a minute. I never even met your sister.
I intend to take the package. If you make one move, I'll be forced to shoot you.
That makes a problem. You can't get the package unless I do move. It's under my mattress.
Oh, how clumsy. This place is so small. I forgive me. I am reluctant to permit you to rise. Of course, I could shoot you and kill you now and then roll you over and take the package.
But you won't, because you're not sure it is under the mattress. And if you don't find it there, I won't be alive to tell you where it is.
Yes, I suppose you are right. I can never think these things through clearly. Very well, I have no alternative. You will follow my instructions very closely, sir. Now you put your right leg on the floor, Mr. Ace. Slowly, slowly. That's it. Now, sir, roll over very gently on the floor with your side, so. Slowly keep your hands on that. No.
All right, get up. I won't shoot.
Oh, what an idiot I am. A stupid, imbecile bungler. I knew it. I had the premonition you would grab at my leg. And there I stand and permit you to do it. The stupid, idiotic bungler.
Don't break me up. Get going. Outside.
Where are you taking me?
For a little fresh air.
You will not, please do not be angry with me, Mr. Ace.
Get out on the platform.
I beg you, Mr. Ace. I am harmless, impotent, incompetent. Yes, that's what I am.
All right, who sent you?
No one, Mr. Ace. No!
Who sent you?
Please do not hit me again.
Who sent you?
I cannot bear it. I'm alone, all alone. I'm a coward, Mr. Ace. I have no one.
Okay. Over you go.
No. Put me down, please.
Who sent you?
I swear it. No one.
Okay, Flat Flap. Relax.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Stay out of my way. Next time we meet, I'll toss you overboard.
Yes, quite right, excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I left the little man shivering out on the platform and went back to my compartment. And just as I walked into the room, that's when I really got it. I don't know how long I was out. When I opened my eyes, the small room looked as though it had been searched. It had. And the package was gone. The train was just pulling into some jerkwater stop. I got off, had my skull patched up by the local druggist, and hired a hack to drive me back all the way to New York. 2 hours later, I got out in front of the Duran Stanton shop on Fifth Avenue. There was a small light burning inside. I opened the door and went in. There was quite a crowd in there. All of them were cops. Detective Lieutenant Walsh of Homicide came forward. He had been talking to the sultriest-looking doll I had seen since Minsky closed his door.
Well, hello, Ace. Are we in for imported art now?
I want to talk to Duran.
Yeah, you can talk to Duran if you like, but he won't answer you. He's dead.
What did he die of?
A hole in the head. 2 bullets went through it.
Got a smear on it yet?
Dull case of burglary. They jimmied the back door. Duran was upstairs with his wife here. They heard the noise. He came down to investigate. Bang, bang. A very dead Mr. Duran.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Duran.
Thank you, Mr.
Ace. Eddie Ace.
You said you wanted to see my...
Nothing important, Mrs. Duran. I won't bother you now. You suffered a bad shock.
You're very understanding, Mr. Ace. I tried to stop my husband from going down. He wouldn't listen. But is there something I can do for you, Mr. Ace?
Well, not right now. I mean, Mr. Duran was just going to show me a Chinese ring. May I come to see you in a few days, Mr. Duran?
Please do.
Oh, by the way, have you heard from Colonel Amherst?
Colonel Amherst. I don't know the gentleman.
All right, watch it, Eddie. Mrs. Duran, I think you'd better go upstairs now. The boys are going to bring the stick. I mean, we have to take the...
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Goodbye, Mr. Ace. Please call again. And if I should hear from a Colonel Amherst, I'll tell him to call you.
Mrs. Duran left the shop. She hesitated briefly at the door, glanced over her shoulder at me once, and then was gone. Walsh's boys brought the stiff out of the back room. I took a quick gander at it, then a longer one. It was a very, very dead Mr. Duran, all right. But it wasn't the man who had come to my office that morning. I guess I'll hit the road, Walsh.
Stick around. Take your hat off.
In respect for the dead?
I'd like to see the rest of that adhesive patch.
Don't be morbid.
Yeah, maybe ask you a few questions, like what you really came here for at this hour, where you were an hour ago.
Look, Walsh, just between us. An hour ago, I cracked the back door of the shop and threw a couple of slugs into Duran when he got in my way. I came back to see if I dropped any clues that might lead to me. If you find any, I'll be at my office. Bring them up and we'll split them 50-50. Well, the little man with the big gun. I thought I took that away from you on the train.
I have many of them, Mr. Ray. First, I must ask you to forgive the liberty I took in entering your office to wait for you. Where else to find you, I did not know. Eventually, you must return here.
All right, eventually I did. What's your problem?
Mr. Ray, I have a grievance. On the train, you caused me a great humiliation. Yes, you did. You slapped my face. You did not even have the decency to punch me. Man-like.
Next time I promise to punch you. Hard.
There will be no next time, Mr. Race. For you, I have the greatest resentment. Yes, I have. If you give me the slightest provocation, I promise to shoot you. Really, I will.
All right, once you're cute, twice you're a nuisance.
Oh, you will come with me, Mr. Race.
Where are we going?
He's waiting to speak to you.
Who?
Colonel Gregory Amherst.
Come in, sir. Well done this time. Well done, Leonidas.
Oh, thank you, Colonel. Thank you. It was simple.
Well, sit down, sir. Sit down.
Thanks. Nice layout you got here.
You like it? You really like it, sir? It's so difficult to get proper accommodations these days. And now, sir, to the point. Where is the coin?
The coin.
Precisely.
You mean, the coin that was in the package?
Oh, please, sir, I beg of you, do not blame me for the simpleton. You know full well to which coin I have reference. Now, where is it?
Suppose you tell me. Then we'll both know.
You see, I told you he was uncooperative. I told you.
Gently, Leonidas. We must discuss this calmly.
But don't you see, he's a terrible person, a liar, a thug.
If you don't take this monkey away, Colonel, I'll break his leg.
Now, do be quiet, Leonidas, or I shall let him break your leg. A bizarre thought, indeed. Now, sir, I shall put it bluntly, concisely, and simply. I believe you have the coin. I believe that you and Stanton, Duran's partner, are working together. And you both mean to hoodwink Duran, simulate a theft on the train, and then dispose of the coin, sharing the proceeds between you and Stanton.
So you got a phony coin when you slugged me on the train.
You know full well I did, sir.
You see how he twits, sir?
Be quiet, Leonidas.
I thought you were supposed to be in Chicago waiting for the coin.
That was the business arrangement. But you cannot blame me for coming here before the coin was delivered in an effort to save a little money.
And you even knew which train and compartment I'd be occupying.
In my business, sir, I must know many things. I even know when I'm beaten and forced to pay. And that time has come. I shall pay.
How much?
$50,000.
The price was $150,000.
That was when I planned on taking it by storm. Now I am willing to tender wealth to the realm. A quantitative and relative difference.
If you can say that again, you've got a deal. On one condition.
Yes?
That first you tell me what this coin is all about.
Tell you what... You mean you don't... That Stanton hasn't told you what...
It's a trick. He's slippery. He's lying.
Oh, my soul. This is priceless. Priceless. Sure, I sit and bargain with you for you. Oh, this is indeed priceless.
Go ahead. Have your fun. You know what the coin is. I don't. But I know where it is. You don't. I'm still in the driver's seat.
Indeed you are, sir. Forgive me. I must dry my eyes. Very well, sir. I shall show my good faith.
Please, Colonel, I beg you, be careful what you say. He's a thug, a liar, a scoundrel, and every... He struck me again.
Yes, and it served you well. Now do be quiet.
I hate him.
You were saying, Colonel?
The coin. Yes, tell me, sir. What do you think it is?
Come to the point.
To the point. Tell me, sir, how much do you know of your Bible?
I told you I'm in no mood
I
for...
do not ask idly, sir. It is very much to the point. You know, of course, of one Judas Iscariot, the great betrayer? Yes. And for his betrayal, he received from the Roman authorities his promised wage, 30 pieces of silver. Now then, that was 2,000 years ago. Mark well what I am about to say, sir. There are in the collections of numismatists certain coins of antiquity, dating back to the days of the Pharaohs, 2,000 years before the day of the great betrayal. Now, sir, you begin to comprehend.
I'm still listening.
Very well, to the point. Of all the 30 pieces of silver paid to Judas Iscariot, only one, I say, has been unearthed. The rest, for all we know, have gone into the dust of the bones of the Judas. But that one coin, sir, with the imperial head and arms of Caesar stamped upon it, has been sought for, fought for, killed for, and died for through bloody century after century. Now, what do you say to that, sir?
I say you're nuts.
But my $50,000 says otherwise, Mr. Ace. And now, sir, the coin, if you please.
I'll have to see Stanton first.
You see, he cannot be trusted.
Is Leonidas correct in his analysis of your character, sir?
Sure, but I still have to see Stanton first.
Very well. There's nothing for it, I suppose. As added inducement, sir, a bonus of $10,000 for yourself. We needn't advise Mr. Stanton of it. If you deliver the coin to me here before dawn. I sail with the tide for Montevideo.
I'll try to earn the 10G. Amherst didn't have the coin. Stanton was on the loose. He might or might not have it, if it existed at all. It had to be someplace. I hustled on back to the shop of Duran and Stanton. I never got a good look at the little man who was tailing me. Every time I glanced back, he had his face draped in a foreign language newspaper. I made sure he was still pounding along behind me when I turned in at the door of Duran and Stanton. I didn't expect it to be opened. I was wrong. I didn't expect to find anyone there. I was wrong again.
What do you want?
I walked slowly to the kid at the far end of the shop. She was no more than 16 or 17, and her face was white. Her eyes loaded with fear. She stood in front of the safe under a small yellowish light. I looked carefully for her gun in her right hand. It's always these frightened white-faced kids who really let you have it. She was unarmed. I let my breath out and closed in on her.
I'll call the police.
I'm the police. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm Elsie Duran,
You mean Mrs. Duran is your mother?
my stepmother. I was up at school when I heard that my father had been... I came here at once.
What were you looking for in the safe?
The safe?
Or were you putting something in it?
Like what?
Look, infant, no time for guessing games now. Give me a small package. There, that'll do it. You stay here. Put out that light now. Don't leave till I get back. Keep the door locked.
But why? I don't understand.
Take this gun. If anybody breaks in, use it. And tuck that gold chain you're wearing around your neck and side of your dress. It might tangle your gun arm when you need it.
But I've never fired a gun before.
Baby, you'll be surprised how naturally it'll come to you if you have to. I left the kid in the shop, strolled down 5th across 34th to my office on 6th. The little man on my tail had dusted. I took my time. I figured there'd be somebody waiting for me at my office. There was. I figured he'd be holding a gun on the door. He was. I figured it would be the little man. It wasn't.
All right, Mr. Ace. I'll take that package.
What name are you wearing now, Stanton?
Give me that package.
You're sure you want it? Your life is a mighty high price to pay for it.
You forget. I'm holding the gun.
Okay, be headstrong. Here's the package.
That's better, Mr. Ace.
All the time I was talking to Stanton, I watched the little man across the street, the foreign language paper still covering his face. After Stanton left my office, I watched for him through the window. He came out of my building. I didn't hear the shot, but I saw the gun flash as it fired. Stanton slumped to the pavement. By the time I made it downstairs, the little man was far away, and so was Stanton. His body was still lying where it had fallen. The street was deserted. His wallet had been frisked to make it look like a clumsy holdup. The package, of course, was gone. I picked up the wallet, cased the contents. Among the usual stuff, there was a small clipping on glossy paper. It was a crude picture of a coin. The caption under it read, "Coin of Judas." I didn't have to rack my brain to figure out where I'd seen it before.
Who is it?
Ace, open up, and don't shoot.
Oh, Mr. Ace, I've been so frightened.
Give me that gold chain from your neck.
My chain?
Stop playing simple. You can keep the chain after I've taken the coin from the end of it.
So you know I have it.
I must have been blind not to knowing it before. Did your father give you the coin?
Yes. He told me to keep it at school. It was the safest place. But after I'd heard he'd been killed, Mr. Ace, look out!
No need for alarm, my dear.
You see, Colonel, I told you he was...
Gently, Leonidas. Well, Mr. Ace, I must say I'm disappointed in you. I did consider you a man of some peculiar honor.
That was your idea.
I sent Leonidas with $50,000, coin of the realm, sir, to purchase from you, open and above board, the coin. And what am I given for this honorable gesture? This, sir, 2 tortoise-shell combs.
They'll look cute on Leonidas.
This time, sir, I mean business. This gun will underscore my intention. Now, the coin, Mr. Ace, and my $50,000.
You're not even amusing, you fat clown. Leonidas never gave me 50 cents. He knocked off Stanton for those combs.
Leonidas? Why, that was most headstrong of you, most headstrong. Coming to me with his package and telling me...
It was all an error, my dear Colonel. I intended to return the money to you. But in my distress over learning that I had failed in my mission, it just slipped my mind.
A mind like a ski run.
Then before it slips your mind again, my dear fellow, I suggest...
Yes, here it is, Colonel.
I shall deal with you later, Leonidas. Well, Mr. Ace?
I've got the coin.
At last.
Excellent.
At last, that's wonderful.
But I can't sell it to you. You'll have to deal with Mrs. Duran and her stepdaughter. It belongs to them.
Oh, my dear Ace, you are indeed the soul of honor. But the fact of the matter is that Marlene Duran called me after you talked with her. Oh, come in, Marlene. I was just telling
Which one of you killed Stanton?
Marlene, put that ridiculous pistol away.
Which one of you?
It was quite unintentional, Mrs. Duran. A regrettable and melancholy accident. I assure you, I never meant to...
Oh. Here now. I say, Marlene.
And you sent him to do it.
No.
Yes, you did. I'm going to kill you, too.
Hey, for heaven's sake, she's mad. How stupid. How incredibly stupid. Shot down by...
You see, I killed him. I loved Stanton. So I killed his killers.
Yeah. Just like you and Stanton killed your husband. He got wise of the fact that you and Stanton were going to run out on him. So he sent Stanton to deliver the phony package. He knew that Amherst was in New York. He tipped Amherst off, figuring that Leonidas would be sent to kill Stanton for the package. But Stanton was wise to it. He sent me instead. And when he saw that I was attacked, he came back here and killed your husband.
Yes, my husband, and he deserved it.
All right, Marlene. Come along with me.
I'm not going with you, Mr. Ace, because you and Elsie are going to the morgue.
And so Elsie used my gun to send 2 bullets into Marlene. How do you like that? I'd forgotten the kid was holding it.
But what about Elsie? Won't she have to stand trial for...
No, it's been settled down at headquarters. After all, Marlene did kill 2 men and then threaten Elsie and me with a gun. So, Elsie will be okay.
And what about the coin? Does Elsie keep it?
Yeah, but she's having it melted down.
Into what?
A small silver crucifix.
I see. I like that. Good night, Mr. Ace.
Good night, Dr. Gale.
In a moment, George Raft will be back as Mr. Ace to tell you about next week's case. But first, a brief word from our sponsor.
Thank you. Next week, I'll be telling Dr. Gale about the man who was forced to help his wife's murderer.
Thank you, George. We'll be listening. Tonight's supporting cast included Francis Hefflin, Joseph Kearns, Ted Von Eltz, Charlie Lung, Elliot Reed, Mary Jane Croft, and Lorraine Beaumont. The music was composed and conducted by Del Castillo. This is Carlin Cadell speaking and inviting you to listen again next week to George Raft in the cases of Mr. Ace.
Welcome back. It's rare that you find an episode of any radio program that borrows so much from Casablanca. You had the Sidney Greenstreet sound-alike, and you also had a combination of Joel Cairo, who was played by Peter Lorre in the movie, and Wilmer. This is somewhat interesting because George Raft famously turned down the starring role in The Maltese Falcon because story has it he wasn't comfortable or familiar with the director. And of course Humphrey Bogart took it, and of course the rest is history. Here we get the idea of a little bit of what it would have been like. George Raft in The Maltese Falcon. And a Sidney Greenstreet that repeatedly said, "Coin of the realm, sir, coin of the realm." A classic phrase. Though I admit from an emotional and thematic standpoint, I like the end. I like the way it ended with them going ahead and melting that whole thing down into a crucifix. So nicely done there on that. Some listener comments and feedback include Woody, who says, "I enjoy the shows and the old commercials." And William writes, "Adam, thanks for continuing to provide me hours of entertainment in my retirement years." All right, well, thank you so much for your comments and for your support. We appreciate everyone during our listener support campaign who sent us coin of the realm, or the 21st century PayPal equivalent thereof. That will actually do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Let George Do It. Next week, on Tuesday, we'll have The Adventures of Frank Race for you. Brace for a little bit of a schedule change. In the meanwhile, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners, and I want to thank some of those who sent in contributions, particularly Matthew, Timothy, and Val. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll be sending along access to the premium site to those who don't have it, which we do with all donations of $7 or more. Now it's time for today's adventure of Let George Do It. This one, we actually had a couple lost episodes in here, and I'll tell you the titles when we get back. But today's episode is from November 10th, 1952, and the title is Dead on Arrival.
Personal notice, danger's my stock and trade. If the job's too tough for you to handle, you've got a job for me, George Valentine. Write full details. Standard Oil Company of California invites you to Let George Do It. In just a moment, we'll begin tonight's adventure of George Valentine. I'm sure you know that cold weather puts an added strain on the battery in your car. That's why right now is a good time to have that battery checked and recharged if need be for better performance during the colder days ahead. Your car savers have complete battery testing equipment and can tell in a jiffy if your battery isn't up to par. They've got brand new, powerful Atlas batteries, too. No matter how you figure, it makes good sense to get a car saver battery checkup now at any independent Chevron gas station or standard station where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. And now, tonight's story, Dead on Arrival, a transcribed adventure of George Valentine.
Dear Mr. Valentine, believe me, I do have a job that's too tough for me to handle, and only you can help me. You see, I'm away from the man I love very much, and the only thing that will bring us together is your meeting me at the bus terminal the very moment I get there at 10:06 Wednesday. Love, Brooksie.
Hotel Bristol Coffee Shop. 200 rooms. Adjoining bus terminal. Club breakfast, 75 cents.
Georgie, I told you I already had breakfast.
Well, you'll have another one. Oh, Brooksie, your cousin's wedding did something to you. You look, radiant.
Oh.
Good enough to serve on a silver platter. Hey, that's an idea. Way to bring this girl a silver
Stop
platter.
it. Everybody's looking at
Well,
you.
let him. I'm happy. So what?
Oh, so am I. You know what happened when Mary threw her bridal bouquet? I caught it. When a girl catches a wedding bouquet, it's supposed to mean she's going to get married.
Really? Must be something new.
Bus leaving in 5 minutes for Fairfield, Clayton, and Coatesville.
Not seriously, Brooksie. Without you in the office, I don't know where a thing is, and then What's the matter?
George, see that gray-haired gentleman at the table in the corner?
Yeah, I noticed you looking at him before.
Oh, he sat just like that in the bus, too. His top coat buttoned up to his neck, all tense and, well, frightened.
He doesn't seem to be touching his coffee.
I thought the trip was making him ill. You know how it is with people sometimes. So I tried talking to him to take his mind off it.
Uh-huh.
You know, things about the office and you.
Oh, no wonder the poor man's not feeling well.
Well, it was a long trip, and I'm the friendly type. Now, that redhead over there, going into the hotel bar.
Ah, nice.
I spoke to her, too, but not about you. There's a man-wanted sign in her eyes. Her face is too beautiful, her legs are too nice, and she has practically no waist at all.
I wonder what holds her together.
Well, believe it or not, she works for the Journal, a reporter. She was away on vacation.
Wait a minute, Angel.
What?
That gentleman we were talking about, I think he wants to see us. He just sort of motioned me over there.
What do you suppose he wants?
Why not ask him? Come on.
If he's ill, I hope there's something we can do for him.
That's right. Someday I may be somebody's grandfather.
Yes, I know. I've got it all arranged.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Say, you want to drink that coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, sorry, young lady. Don't want to impose, but...
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Easy, sir. Don't try to get up. You're in pretty bad shape.
Yes, I know. Would you do me a favor?
Yeah, sure.
Would you register me here at the hotel? See that I get upstairs?
Of course.
Here you are now. Just hold on to my arm.
Thank you.
Let's get on the other side. That's it. All right, now, just take it easy. Here we go. Right through here to the lobby.
On the bus, the young lady was telling me about you.
Don't try to talk now, sir. Brooksie, take the gentleman over to the elevator. Wait there till I sign in. Oh, what name shall I give?
A name? Oh.
Well, sure, you have to have one.
Redmond. Why shouldn't I use it now? Philip Redmond.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No. We'll be upstairs in a minute, Mr. Redmond. You'll be all right.
In my coat pocket here, miss. Will you take that out?
What?
Go ahead, please.
Your wallet?
That's right. Money. Tell your friend to take as much as he needs.
But why? What for?
Please hurry. Get me upstairs.
Easy now, Mr. Redmond. Just rest back in this chair. You got that water, Brooksie?
Yes, here it is. Oh. You ought to lie down. Yes, and let's get that coat off.
No, I'll be all right in a minute. I know I will. I must.
Wait, I'll look in his wallet. Maybe he has friends, relatives in town, and we can...
No, I have nobody here. You must help me. Whatever money you need.
Yes, of course. George, I think we ought to call a doctor.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny. The name in this wallet is Walter Haskell. And he said Redmond.
George, while you call the doctor, I'm going to get this coat off and try to make him comfortable.
No, please don't.
Oh, now, you're going to do just as I say. George.
Oh, yeah. I think we'd better call the police as well as the doctor. He's been shot.
Oh, this is terrible.
Let me have that glass of water. All right, now here, Mr. Redmond. Try to drink this.
Don't call anybody. Listen.
Please, no time to talk now. We got to do something about you.
You must get me there. Nothing else matters.
Get you where? What are you trying to say?
Get me cold.
Huh? Well, here you are.
No.
But you said
George, he's feverish. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Cold.
There's nothing in it, not a thing.
George, he's...
Oh. Yeah, we can forget the doctor, Brooksie. Just the police.
Oh, no. Oh!
Easy.
No.
Yeah, hello. What? Coming up here? Well, yes, but... Okay, never mind, thanks. Brooksie.
What is it?
I don't know, but we got to get out of here fast.
But George,
never mind, come on, just do as I say. No, not the elevator. This way, the stairs. Stay back out of the corridor so they won't see us.
Oh, what is it, George?
That was the desk clerk on the phone. He said 2 of Mr. Redmond's friends were on their way up.
But he said he didn't know anybody in this
That's
town.
just it.
What do you make of all this?
Ruling them out as friends, they're probably here to finish the job. They started somewhere else.
You think that they're... Well, what are we going to do?
You beat it downstairs and call Lieutenant Johnson. Tell him exactly what happened.
And you?
I'll stay right here and see if I can get a look at our two visitors.
Be careful.
Get going, Brooksie. I'll see you down in the lobby. What took you so long, Brooksie?
Trouble getting Lieutenant Johnson, and trouble making him believe me when I did.
Oh.
They're on their way. Did you see who the men were?
No, darn it, I couldn't without being seen myself.
Well, what now?
Well, you keep your eye on that elevator. Take a good look at everybody who comes down.
Where are you going?
See the desk clerk.
What can I do for you, Mr. Redmond?
I'm not Mr. Redmond.
But you now, really. The guests in our hotel are in the habit of registering under their right names.
Well, I'm sure the Hotel Owners Association will be glad to hear that. Now, listen, Mr.
Platt. Horace Platt.
Okay, those two men who went upstairs, did they ask for Mr. Redmond by name?
Well, no, not exactly.
Uh-huh.
They merely said they wanted the room number of the party of 3 that just went up in the elevator. You, the elderly gentleman, and the young lady. They said they were friends of yours.
I see.
Anything wrong?
Well, did they see the registration card by any chance?
Of course. I had to look up the room number. I don't keep everything in my head.
Okay.
Well, anyway, that old gentleman, whoever he is, should know better than to go out again in his condition.
Go on. What do you mean?
Oh, really? Now, you don't have to bark at me. But a man of his age should certainly get over the night before. That is, before starting off on another
Look,
spree.
Horace, do you know what you're talking about?
Well, I certainly saw him. Just a few minutes ago, his 2 friends had to hold him up, and the 3 of them went staggering out of the lobby together.
Maybe I can still catch up with them.
Oh, now, really, you can't go charging through our lobby like that, knocking people out of the way. Who are you, anyway?
I saw you running out of the lobby. What happened?
Plenty.
Well?
Brace yourself, Brooksie. Those 2 guys took Redmond or Haskell or whoever he is for a walk and a ride.
What are you talking about?
They did that while I was waiting for you to get that call through to Johnson.
But that's impossible. He was
I know. This seems to be our day for the impossible. The doorman saw 3 men come out a few minutes ago, one of them a little under the weather. They piled into a car and drove off.
Oh. You know, I'm kind of glad the police will be taking over from here.
Well, I'm afraid they're going to have to put up with me.
What do you mean?
Brooksie, when a client of mine hires me to look after him, I stick with him, dead or alive.
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just a moment. Did you ever stop to think that each time you buy motor oil for your car, you're making a mighty important decision? More times than not, it's the choice of motor oil that makes a big difference in engine performance and can actually mean dollars saved from excessive wear. Consider this fact when you buy motor oil. Heavy-duty RPM motor oil has consistently proven its ability to reduce wear and greatly increase the time between major overhauls due to lubrication. In addition, heavy-duty RPM motor oil gives extra protection against gummy, carbon, acid, and corrosion. So if you want to increase time between overhauls and reduce repair bills, if you want top protection and performance from your car, if buying the best brand of motor oil is important to you, then switch over now to heavy-duty RPM motor oil. Next time you need oil, ask for and make sure you get heavy-duty RPM motor oil at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. A gentle, gray-haired man refuses to take off his topcoat. When he does, you make the startling discovery that he'd been shot. And afterwards, even more startling, his body is walked out of the hotel room by 2 so-called friends. Yes, these are the incredible ingredients of a nightmare that happens in the full blaze of noon. And even if your name is George Valentine, you're afraid you might wake up screaming.
The redhead is still in the bar, George.
Good.
But why do you want to talk to her? And alone?
Well, she did come in on that bus with you and Mr. Redmond. She just might know something. Meet you back here.
Hello. Well, where did you come from? And why didn't you get here sooner?
I take it you wouldn't scream if I join you.
How obvious can I be in a public place?
Uh-huh.
You know, you look like the kind of man who could provide a lot of excitement. Oh, by the way, what's the man's name?
Valentine. George.
And what can you suggest for excitement?
Depends how obvious I can be in a public place.
I like you, Valentine, George. You look like the kind who'd let a girl walk on the outside.
Oh, I see. In other words, a mug, a bruiser. You go for that type, don't you?
Could be.
And what's the girl's name?
Williams. Jenny.
Of the Journal.
What?
Yeah, we're going to have a little talk, Williams, Jenny. You'll place an ad in your paper, and then we'll get together in my office tonight. Here you are, bartender. Keep the change.
I looked in all the papers, Jenny, and there's not a word about Mr. Haskell's murder. Well, Claire, that's not so strange. The homicide boys don't like to cry murder without the good old corpus delicti as Exhibit A.
We saw the corpus delicti, all right, Jenny. But from that point on, nothing makes sense.
I know.
Now, let's assume, and there's no reason why we shouldn't, those two men were the ones who tried to kill Haskell or Redmond. What did they want with his body?
They must have had a good reason taking the chance they did. The two of them hustling him out of the lobby in broad daylight.
When we find the answer to that, we'll be getting somewhere.
I've got an off-the-record statement from Lieutenant Johnson. The police are doing everything they can. An arrest is expected momentarily. In short, they're getting nowhere fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help, George. I hardly even noticed the man on the bus.
I know.
This ad you had me put in the Journal. Important. Anyone having knowledge of Philip Redmond, kindly contact George Valentine. Address, phone number, etc. You, sitting on something you should have told the police?
I told you you'd get your story when it breaks. Besides, I'm just playing a hunch. Philip Redmond was the name the old fella gave me to register him at the hotel.
Kind of fancy variation on the usual Smith or Jones.
I don't know, Brooksie. I think he started to give the name we found in his wallet, Walter Haskell. But then he said, Redmond, why shouldn't I use it now? Remember?
Yeah, that's right, I do. He was almost defiant about it. And you figure that anybody knowing of Philip Redmond can tell you about Walter Haskell.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's only a hunch, but...
Are you all right, George?
Yeah, but yank out that cord on that desk lamp, quick. Good, that's better. We don't want any light.
George, where are you?
I'm here at the window.
You see anything?
Yeah, the other building. And all the windows in the world to shoot from.
Darling, be careful.
They can't see us now.
It's a good thing that desk lamp threw your shadow off a little to the side.
Yeah, that bullet was meant for my curly little head, all right. Jenny, your paper can have my testimonial for ads that get results. Sure, that irresponsible Nimrod out there was undoubtedly somebody having knowledge of Philip Redmond.
Oh, and you can't say he didn't get in touch with you. Nice patter, but Oscar Levant does it better.
There's at least one part of this puzzle that's beginning to make sense. They removed Mr. Haskell because they didn't want anybody to identify him as Redmond.
Now, how do you get that?
Because, Brooksie, now that they realize I know he was known as Redmond, too, they're out to get rid of me.
That's something I'd worry about.
Oh, I worry, all right. But I also found something for me to do.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm going over to the Bristol. I've got something to check with the desk clerk. Something our friends might have overlooked. Although I doubt it. You two ladies stay here by the entrance. I'll be right back.
All right, George.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, where's the other fellow who was on the desk today?
Horace? He wasn't feeling very well. One of the boys had to take him home.
Oh, I see. Kind of sudden-like.
Yes, sir. I'm a friend of his. He asked me to take his place.
Well, I guess you can help me.
Yes, sir.
Well, I want to look through your registration cards for today.
I don't know if I can...
Take my word for it. It's important. If you don't believe me, you can ask the police.
Well, I guess it's all right. Here, there are just a few.
Okay, thanks. Uh-huh.
Find what you want?
No, I didn't. But don't take it to heart, friend. I didn't expect to. So long, and thanks again.
Don't mention it.
Bus leaving in 5 minutes, Fairfield, Clayton, and Colesville.
Well, George, what did you find?
I was right. They didn't overlook a thing.
Not there, huh?
No. Anybody investigating would never find out by the records that a man named Philip Redmond registered here today. I don't think there's much doubt what this means.
I think I know what you mean, and I don't like it.
Those two walked out of here with our friend today because they didn't want anybody to know his real identity. Somehow they lifted the registration card to make sure. And they even tried to kill me to make doubly sure.
You ought to pass the next round, George. Put yourself in the capable hands of Lieutenant Johnson. Those boys are still out to get you, and it could be anybody. Anybody out there in the street, here in the lobby. George, Jenny's right. Let's turn this
What was the old fella trying to tell us upstairs? If we at least knew that. Come on, Brooksie, think back. Just what did he say?
Well, he was feverish, George. He kept saying he wanted to get somewhere. Was willing to pay you to help him, that's all.
He was trying to tell us where, you remember? After he refused that drink of water, asked for his coat.
All I know is you'd better stay with plenty of people around you and your back to the wall. Better still, pour out your troubled little heart to Johnson.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Jenny. Especially with Brooksie on the same spot with me. Come on.
Last call was now leaving for Fairfield, Clayton, and Coatesville.
Just wait, Lieutenant Johnson. Wait a minute. Hold everything.
What is it, George?
Holy. We just heard the answer. In the beautiful pear-shaped tones of the bus dispatcher.
I don't get it.
Fairfield, Clayton, and Coatesville. Coatesville. That's what Redmond was trying to say.
George!
That's why he said coat, even after he refused it. There wasn't anything in that coat, and he wasn't feverish. He said, get coat. He was trying to say, get me to Coatesville.
How can you be sure?
He got off here in this terminal because it's the only place you can get a bus to Coatesville. It adds up.
It could be.
The only way to make sure is to go there and see if the name Redmond means anything in that town. If so, just what? Hey, Jenny.
Yes.
Here's what you can do for that story I promised for you. Check the morgue at the Journal. See if Philip Redmond and Coatesville go together somehow.
Right. What about you?
I'll be waiting in the bus terminal there in the morning. Get there as soon as you can.
Well, we'd better hurry, George, if we're going to make that bus. It's leaving.
Not this time, Brooksie. You put yourself in the care of the good lieutenant. I don't want anything happening to you. See you in the morning, Jenny.
Say, you can't go and leave me like this. Now, you hear me? George, you can't.
Hold it. You got another passenger. Thanks. Oh, just a minute.
Well, you're not going to hog the whole seat, are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, now look, Brooksie, I'm serious. Off you go.
The bus is already going.
I know. I'll stop it.
But just this morning you said I was, indispensable.
Come on now, out you go,
If you do, I'll scream and tell the driver you're molesting me, and then he'll throw you off.
I don't care. Oh, no. Oh, it's all right, driver. The lady just remembered she forgot to turn the gas off under the roast. Oh, sit down, you Benedict Arnold.
I don't want to see another bus terminal as long as I live.
Yeah. And that won't be long if we don't stick right out here with a madding crowd. This is a case of safety in numbers.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
Huh? Last night you were quaking in your little open-toed sandals. And now you're a blithe spirit.
I'm with you, just the two of us, so I'm not afraid.
Oh, women.
From 4 o'clock this morning until now, 5 hours. I wonder what it feels like to lie down.
Yeah. Jenny should be here soon. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until Coatesville wakes
George,
up. Huh?
that man over there, he keeps staring at us.
Uh-huh.
He's so sinister looking.
He does look a little ugly.
You don't think he's one of those,
I think we're going to find out. He's headed this way.
Oh, George.
Calm down, easy now. You wouldn't dare do anything in front of all these people.
Yes, but maybe he's an exhibitionist.
Pardon me, could you direct me to the local YMCA?
Oh. Well, I think the gentleman at the information desk could help you.
Oh, of course. I always stay at the Wine Straits Town.
This is certainly the nicest way to work up a persecution complex.
Well, it's all over now. Hey, here comes Jenny.
And if she makes any passes at you, I'll pop her right on her profile.
Why, Angel, that's the nicest compliment a boy ever got.
Hi. Nice place you got here. It's small, but we call it home. Of course, when we get some curtains.
Okay, Brooksie, skip it. What'd you find out, Jenny?
George, you got me on the trail of a real story, if it checks. Here, take a look at this picture. I found it at the morgue in the Journal.
Yeah.
Now, is that Redmond or isn't it?
Sure.
He's younger there, but it's the same man, all right.
Well, that was taken 15 years ago when his face was in all the papers. The time he disappeared.
Disappeared?
Took a powder, vanished into thin air. He was only the mayor of this thriving little community.
Well, what do you know?
When he disappeared, he left a real mess behind him. All through his administration, he was playing footy with some big mobsters. Together, they took Coatesville for plenty.
Very interesting.
He seemed like such a nice gentleman. Maybe he was coming back because his conscience was bothering him.
Doesn't matter why he was coming back. The point is somebody didn't like the idea. Didn't like the idea of his coming back to life at all.
For 15 years, he must have lived somewhere as Walter Haskell.
And our unseen friends are still bent on keeping the name of Redmond dead and forgotten. They don't want anybody nosing back into the old scandal. Maybe there are big names involved. That could be it.
Well, no wonder they're playing rough. I think you can unload this to the police now, George.
No, not yet. Not till I try a little experiment.
What?
If we're the only ones who know that Redmond and Haskell are one and the same, why not trade in on it? Let's make our unseen playmates show their hand.
Just how?
By getting a list of Coatesville's hotels and, well, seeing if curiosity doesn't kill something else besides cats.
Barrington Hotel is number 3. You know, there are only 3 hotels in town, George.
Uh-huh.
And the other 2 with no soap. Look, George, maybe this scheme of yours is just a little too neat, huh?
I don't think there's any doubt that they knew I took that bus here to Coatesville. By now, they should be here somewhere. Chances are they'd hold up in one hotel or another.
Well, shall we try the old routine again?
Yeah, sure, may as well. Here's the telegram. Go ahead. Slip the bellboy's little bribe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, George. If somebody does claim that telegram, don't take any chances, will you?
I won't, Brooksie.
I just got home, remember?
Hey, there goes the bellhop now.
Paging Mr. Haskell. Telegram for Walter Haskell.
Now, keep your eyes open. Look around, Brooksie. Does that get a rise out of anybody?
I don't know. There's several people looking at it.
Haskell. Telegram for Walter Haskell.
Look. Yeah. I see him. Now, stay here, Brooksie.
Right here, boy. I'll take it.
Oh, Mr. Haskell?
Yes, that's me. Here you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
What?
Appropriate little telegram, isn't it? Picked it out myself. Yeah, message number 18 for proud parents of a new son.
What do you want?
Let me read it for you. Now you can say with pride and joy, here's our very own little boy. Hello, Sonny. Don't tell me you're the desk clerk here, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You arranged to take poor Horace's place at the Bristol yesterday, didn't you? So you could get rid of Redmond's registration card? Incidentally, what hospital have you got Horace in?
Look, I don't have to answer.
Keep your hands out of your pockets. I got one of those things, too.
Get away from me.
Now, before I... Give me that. Now, take this gun. It spoils your shape. All right, Buster, that's much better.
George, this is the man at the hotel.
That he is.
Well, we got a bite, didn't we?
Look, you
just couldn't resist finding out who could be sending Walter Haskell a telegram, could you? What's really the name they got under your pinup picture in the post office?
He's the loquacious type, isn't he?
Oh, he's just saving it all up for Lieutenant Johnson. And then he can talk and sing at the same time.
Not one, not two, but all 8. You probably know by now that means Chevron Supreme, the gasoline that gives you all 8 high-performance qualities. Maybe you know, too, that these 8 qualities are quick starting, fast warm-up, smooth acceleration, anti-knock, vapor lock prevention, full power, economy mileage, and area blending. But the point I want to make is this. You'll never know what all this can mean in real driving pleasure until you try Chevron Supreme gasoline in your car. So why wait any longer? Next time you need gas, pull in and fill up with Chevron Supreme gasoline at any standard station or independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean, we take better care of your car.
Would you mind telling me why are we going to the household fixtures department, Angel?
You'll see.
Okay. Hey, you know, our curious Mr. Rainey sang all right. Mr. Redmond did have pangs of conscience. and he was going back to tell all.
Marry me, the loveliest looking bride.
He was living in Fullerton for the last 15 years. His playmates kept an eye on him all the time. But he finally decided to turn Boy Scout. That's when they shot him. Somehow he managed to escape and got on that bus with you.
I must buy a real nice wedding present for Mary and Bill.
They found poor Redmond in a shack out in Flatland Meadows. And so, everything is tied up in a neat little package.
Wonder how much these chimes are.
$12.50.
I'll take 2 of these.
But, Angel, what's the other one for?
If I live long enough, you'll find out.
Welcome home, darling. Welcome home.
Tonight's transcribed adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard Oil Company of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and Standard stations throughout the West. Robert Bailey is starred as George with Virginia Gregg as Brooksie. Let George Do It was written by David Victor and directed by Kenneth Webb. Julie Bennett was heard as Jenny, Griff Barnett as Redmond, Forrest Lewis as Horace, Harry Bartell as Rainey, and Dick Ryan as the dispatcher. Music by Gaylord Carter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. Let George Do It is heard overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, a solid, fairly suspenseful episode. Trying to figure out what was going on, and not the traditional detective mystery that they dealt with in terms of a bunch of suspects lined up, but still a pretty good story. By the way, there were 2 lost episodes. The ones that we missed were For Promise Joy and the Puzzle Lock. All right, well, listener comments and feedback, and we have this from E.R. Richardson. And E.R. writes, "Hey, Adam, after about 2 years, I have finally caught up to your current podcast. Did I hear you right that it would be about 2 years before you start Richard Diamond? I will be going through withdrawals without George and Brooksie, so I was hoping for another long-running series. Thanks for your hard work." Well, E.R., I'll tell you, if I said 2 years, I was wrong. It's going to be about 3 years. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have some long running series in the meanwhile. Coming to Thursdays in about 3 months, I think maybe a week more than that, about 13 weeks. Well, actually, because we have a special, so about 4 months, we will have Nick Carter. Great long-running series with Lon Clark in the lead throughout. Wonderful series. And of course, Monday through Friday, we're going to have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the Bob Bailey run of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, which, these serial runs really are some of the best radio out there. And then once we finish Johnny Dollar, Wednesdays will actually be dedicated to the Philip Marlowe program. So we always keep plenty of those long-running series around. I know we get a lot of requests for them. But there are only so many that left behind a lot of recordings, so we have to pace ourselves and kind of be careful. So I hope you enjoy the new serial Johnny Dollar series, tremendous. And then 4 months down the road, you're going to get to enjoy the Nick Carter series. So I think you'll have a lot of enjoyment there. All right, well, that will do it. We will be back tomorrow with Sherlock Holmes, and join us on both Monday and Wednesday next week for the last 2 episodes of Let George Do It. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listener. I want to thank Charlene and Marvy, Thomas, and Karen for their support. Thank you so much. Now it's time for today's adventure of Sherlock Holmes, the adventure of the Red-Headed League.
I suppose that the affair of the Red-Headed League was always one of my favorites among Sherlock Holmes's triumphs. When I was writing these memoirs of his adventures, that always amused and exasperated him so much, I set it among the earliest. Yet the adventure itself didn't occur until rather late in our relationship. Then one day in the autumn, I went back to the dear old haunt in Baker Street for a visit. And there he was. And sitting with him was a very stout and florid-faced old gentleman with the fieriest red hair I've ever seen in all my life.
Watson! My dear Watson!
Oh, I'm sorry, Holmes. I'm afraid you're engaged.
So I am. It's exactly what I meant. Mr. Wilson, permit me to introduce my good friend, Dr. Watson.
Oh,
glad to meet you, Dr. Watson.
Delighted, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Jabez Wilson Watson, who has this moment appeared with what promises to be as strange a case as we've ever encountered.
I suppose it's another example of your theory that for the strangest things we must go to ordinary life itself, Holmes.
But of course.
But if you'll forgive me, Mr. Wilson here hardly seems the kind of gentleman to whom startling adventures are likely to occur.
Yes, you're right, of course, Watson. Apart from his blazing red hair, there might appear to be nothing indeed unusual about Mr. Wilson, beyond, of course, the obvious facts that he has at some time done manual labor, that he's been to China, and that he's done a considerable amount of writing lately.
Upon my soul, Mr. Holmes, how did you know all that? I haven't mentioned a single word.
Words, Mr. Wilson, are the least communicative of all things.
Yes, but...
Your right hand is quite a size larger than your left, for instance, with the muscles more developed.
Well, it's as true as gospel. I began as a ship's carpenter. But how...
You'll have to forgive him, Mr. Wilson. It's a habit of his. All the same, Holmes, you mentioned writing.
Well, what else do you fancy would explain that shiny right cuff of his, Watson? And the left one, with the smooth patch near the elbow where you rested on the desk.
All right, then, all right. But China, Holmes?
It's the simplest of all. The fish there, tattooed on Mr. Wilson's right wrist.
Well,
I've made a small study of tattoo marks. That trick of staining the fish scales of a delicate pink is quite peculiar to China.
Upon my soul, and I thought at first you'd done something clever, Mr. Holmes. There was nothing in it after all.
Omne ignotum pro magnifico. Holmes, your reputation will suffer shipwreck if you're always so candid.
However, the problem, Mr. Wilson, the problem... You were showing me the advertisement. Here it is, Watson. You better look at it for yourself.
It's from the Morning Chronicle, last April, you see. That was the start of it all.
To the Red-Headed League. On account of the bequest of the late Ezekiah Hopkins, there is now another vacancy open. All red-headed men who are sound in body and mind are eligible. Apply in person on Monday at 11 o'clock to Duncan Ross at the offices of the League, 7 Pope's Court, Fleet Street.
Splendid, quite splendid, isn't it, Watson?
Yes, but what does it mean in all the world?
Pray, do you go on, Mr. Wilson?
Well, as I was just going to explain to Mr. Holmes, Doctor, I've got a small pawnbroker's business at Coburg Square.
Oh, yes, that's near the city, isn't
Quite a lucrative line of business, I'd fancy.
No. It doesn't do much more than give me a living.
Oh.
I'd hardly have enough to cover the wages, except that my young assistant's willing to come for half pay, so as to learn the business.
And what is the name of this obliging youth?
Spaulding. Vincent Spaulding. Oh, he's first rate. Couldn't wish for better. Except there never was such a fella for photography.
Huh?
Yes, snapping away with his camera every minute he is, and then diving down into the cellar like a rabbit to develop his pictures.
Huh. Into the cellar? He's still with you, I take it?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, it was young Spaulding who drew my attention to this advert, Doctor. He came into the office one day with that very paper in his hand.
Now, I'll tell you what, Mr. Wilson. I just wish to the Lord that I was a red-headed man, the same way you are. Just look. Famous Red-Headed League. There's another vacancy.
Red-Headed League?
Yes, you heard of it, of course.
Not a word. What is it?
Well, as far as I can reckon, the League was founded by one of them American millionaires, sir. Mm-hmm. An Ezekiah Hopkins, same as it says there. And he was mighty queer in his ways, they say. He was a redhead himself, do you see? And when he died, they found he'd left his fortune to providing jobs for men that was carroty-haired like he was.
Oh, there'll be millions applying. It's hardly worthwhile me trying.
Oh, go on, have a shot, sir. I would, honest. You might put yourself in the way of something good, Mr. Wilson. You never know till you try.
And so, that was the whole way of it, Mr. Holmes. Well, I went along that Monday, and I've never seen such a sight in all my life. There wasn't a man in all London with a red hair in his head that hadn't turned up at Pope's Court.
I dare say. The whole entrance from Fleet Street must have looked like a costermonger's orange barrow. Most entertaining, Mr. Wilson. Pray go on, Mr. Wilson.
Well, anyway, I got in at last to the office where Mr. Duncan Ross was sitting. Very plain it was, with a deal table and a couple of chairs. And this Mr. Ross was a little quick kind of man, and he had a head that was even redder than mine, if you'll believe it. And the minute he saw me, he was up like a shot. "Mr. Wilson," he cries.
Mr. Wilson. Heaven bless you, Mr. Wilson. It's marvellous. What a head. What a shade.
Well, I'm delighted, Mr. Ross.
One moment, though. You'll excuse me, will you, Mr. Wilson? Thank you. I just had to give it that one small tug to see that you were genuine. We've been tricked twice by wigs, Mr. Wilson, and once by paint. I could tell you tales of cobbler's wax that would disgust you with human nature. You're married, of course?
No, sir.
What? Oh, a pity. The fund was for the propagation of redheads, too, of course, besides their maintenance. Still, I think we could stretch a point for such a remarkable crop as yours. When could you take up your duties? The job's yours, of course, with such a shade.
Well, almost any time, I suppose. My assistant's very reliable in my shop business.
10 to 2 every day, Mr. Wilson, in this office. The pay, £4 a week.
And the work, Mr. Ross?
Purely nominal. The only condition is that you've to be in the office the whole time. If you leave it for even a minute, you forfeit your whole position forever. The will's very clear on that point.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it, Mr. Ross. It's only 4 hours a day after all. What is it that I have to do, though?
To copy out the Encyclopedia Britannica.
What?
Every word of it, from beginning to end, sir. There's the first volume on the table, and you must find your own pens and ink. We provide the table and chair, of course. You'll be ready to start tomorrow, then?
Well, if it's so very urgent...
It is. The work mustn't flag for a moment. I'll be here myself to start you off, but afterwards you simply carry on by yourself, except that I'll look in every Friday to pay you. Goodbye, Mr. Wilson. And let me congratulate you from my heart on the important position you've been lucky enough to obtain.
And I can tell you that I'll never forget the groan of disappointment that came up from those other copper knobs waiting out in Pope's Court when they heard the job was filled, Mr. Holmes.
It must have been heartbreaking. Well, what next? You turned up, Mr. Wilson.
To the dot. And there I sat, Mr. Holmes, day after day. I wrote about abbots and archery and armour and architecture. I thought I might get even to the bees before I expired.
And you were paid?
On the nail, sir. Oh, I will say that for them, every Friday. But then suddenly, the whole thing came to an end.
Before the bees, after all, Mr. Wilson.
This very morning, Doctor, there was this square of white cardboard nailed to the office door. Look.
The Red-Headed League is hereby dissolved. October 1890. Well.
Well, indeed, my dear Watson. You made inquiries, of course, Mr. Wilson.
Everywhere. Not a single soul in the old building had ever heard of Mr. Duncan Ross, or even of the League itself.
What an extraordinary thing.
From what I've heard, I think it's very possible that graver issues hang from the singular episode of the Red-Headed League than appear at first sight. Watson, the door for Mr. Wilson, then.
Yes.
Mrs. Hudson will show him the street.
Yes.
Good day again, Mr. Wilson, and my thanks for bringing me a problem that is quite worthy of me.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Thank you. Good day, Doctor.
Good day. Goodbye. we went out at last to the city as it suggested. We travelled by the new-fashioned underground as far as Aldersgate, and a short walk took us to Coburg Square, which was a poky, shabby, genteel little place, and halfway along, 3 gilt balls and a brown board with Jabez Wilson on it announced the place where our red-headed clients had carried on his business. Sherlock Holmes stopped in front of it, and, to my surprise...
Splendid, Watson, splendid. Now the door, my dear fellow, if you'd be good enough.
Ah, certainly, Holmes, certainly. It does seem a more orthodox manner of attracting attention than knocking on the pavement, as you've just done. I must say, I'd like to know why you...
Well, what do you want?
Ah, thank you, my good man. I only wish to ask you how you'd go to the Strand from here.
Third right, fourth left. Good day.
Admirable. Come, Watson, let us walk. Smart fellow, that. The good Spaulding himself. No less, of course.
Well, so I gathered from the white scar on his forehead that you mentioned.
For skill, Watson, he's probably the 4th smartest man in London. And for daring, I'm not sure he hasn't even a claim to be the 3rd. Yes, I've known something of him before, you gather.
Ah, evidently. Mr. Wilson's assistant seems to count very largely in this business of the redheads. I take it that you only asked him your way for the sake of seeing him.
Not him, Watson. The knees of his trousers.
Indeed? And what did you see?
What I expected to see.
Huh? Oh, I dare say, but what? And why did you knock on the pavement with your stick so heartily, may I ask?
My dear good fellow, this is surely a time for observation, not for talk. We are spies in an enemy country. Now then, let me see. I'd just like you, Watson, to observe the order of the houses at the corner here.
Well, there's Mortimer's, the tobacconist, and the little newspaper shop over there, and there's the Coburg Square branch of the City and Suburban Bank, and the vegetarian restaurant, McFarlane's, the carriage building depot.
Excellent, exactly. Well, we've done our work for this afternoon, Doctor, and now we are free until 10 o'clock tonight.
Till 10?
10 precisely. I've some little business myself in the interval, but at 10 tonight, Watson, if you love me, meet me there by McFarlane's depot. I'll come by hansom, and I may have some companions with me. Oh, and Watson.
Yes?
Your army revolver. 10. Watson.
Holmes.
Watson, I think you'll remember our old colleague here from Scotland Yard, Mr. Athelney Jones.
Oh, of course, that old adventure of the Sign of Four. How do you do, Jones?
Happy to see you again, Dr. Watson. Like old times, isn't it?
And this, Watson, is Mr. Merriweather, who is to be our other companion in tonight's adventures.
How do you do, sir?
Watson, will you lead the way? For you, Mr. Merriweather, I may say, tonight's stake is of some £30,000 at the least. And for you, Jones, the man you've been longing to lay your hands on for many a year.
John Clay, murderer and thief. If you're right, Holmes.
Upon my soul.
A remarkable man, John Clay, Dr. Watson. His grandfather was a royal duke, they say, and he's been to Eton and Oxford, and yet there isn't a dirty trick on the calendar he hasn't been up to. He'll crack a crib in Scotland one week and be raising money to build an imaginary orphanage in Cornwall the next.
This time it's bullion in Coburg Square, Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Merriweather, Watson, is a director of the City and Suburban Bank. I made a contact with him and Jones after I left you this afternoon. He is about to lead us by a very private door to the vaults of the bank itself.
The vaults?
The vaults, Watson. Lead on, my dear Mr. Merriweather. Splendid, splendid. Watson, you brought the gun, as I asked you.
Well, of course, Holmes. But it can only permit me to inquire...
Shh, man, we've something better to do. Sit down, Watson, on that big packing case, and keep your pistol ready. And will you be seated also, Mr. Merriweather? You too, Mr. Jones. We may have some little time to wait still. Mr. Merriweather will no doubt explain to you, Watson, why it is that one of the most daring criminals in London seems to be taking a considerable interest in this cellar in which we are all sitting now.
Well, do you see, it's our French gold, Dr. Watson.
In heaven's name, man, quiet. They may be here at any moment.
Our French gold, Dr. Watson. French gold. We'd occasion to borrow some to strengthen our resources. That crate you're sitting on contains 2,000 Napoleons packed in lead foil. Phew. 2,000 Napoleons.
The one Mr. Jones is sitting on contains 4,000. Oh, by the way, Jones, you've got the other entrance covered, I take it.
Yes, Spectre, 2 officers.
Good. Now, how goes the time? Watson, pray darken the lantern. And keep your eyes glued to the floor there, about 6 feet in front of us, I'd guess. And the moment we... Wait. They're earlier than I thought after all. Quiet now.
Holmes. The floor there. Opening. I can see an edge of light. Quiet, Watson.
So, got you, Clay.
What the...
Quick, Watson. I warn you, we're on, Clay.
I've got him, Holmes. I've got him. Hold hard, you scoundrel. I'll shoot
Clay. John Clay. Caught in the very act.
Ruffian.
There's another of them there along the underground tunnel.
Run for it, Russ. Run.
No use, Clay. The other entrance is covered, too. Your friend said he's run. They'll get him at the other end.
Confound it. Oh, it's a fair cop, then. So, you got us after all. Whoever you are.
Scotland Yard, Clay.
Sherlock Holmes. At your service.
What? Oh, it would be. Well, I've never met you, Sherlock Holmes, but... well, I guess I've heard about you. And if I had to be taken by anybody at the very point of a fortune, I reckon it's you that I'd choose.
Oh, thank you. May I say in return that your red-headed idea was one of the most effective I've ever encountered. Jones, he's yours. Mr. Merriweather, your French bullion is safe.
Thank heaven for it.
Hold out your hands, Clay, alias Spaulding.
I beg you'll know, Mr. Jones. You may not be aware of it, but I have royal blood in my veins. Well, it was a decent fight, and I lost. I'll go quietly.
Thank you. Well, will you please march upstairs, Your Highness, where we can get a cab to carry your serene nobility to the police station?
That's better. Well, your servant, Mr. Holmes. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Clay. Mr. Jones.
Good night, sir.
Good
night. And so, that's that. You solved it, Holmes, as you promised. The League of the Red-Headed Men.
Yes, Watson. It was perfectly obvious from the start, of course, that the only possible object of the whole thing must be to get rid of that not overbright pawnbroker of ours for a certain period every day.
It was a curious way of managing it, surely.
Our Clay was always an imaginative dog, and really it would have been difficult to suggest a better. Can you, for all your wisdom?
I confess I can't. It was the color of the fellow's hair, of course, that suggested it all.
Every bit of it. Clay, alias Spaulding, took a job at half pay as Wilson's assistant, so as to be near those cellars where he knew the bullion was stored.
That was smart.
Well, he had an accomplice, that man who called himself Duncan Ross, who was either red-headed himself or had accomplished those miracles with cobbler's wax, which were to disgust us all with human nature. They managed between them to guarantee Wilson's absence from his shop for hours on end, weeks on end. And while he's toiling away, they're burrowing their way like moles from his premises towards the gold.
But what set you on the trail, though, Holmes?
The photography. That business of disappearing to the cellar for so long at a time. Did I surprise you, Watson, by beating on the pavement?
You did indeed.
Well, I was checking on the hollowness of the tunnel between Wilson's place and the bank.
Ah.
I looked at Spaulding's knees when we met him in his role of the Cockney shopman, and there they were, worn and stained from that endless digging of his. The thing was as clear as daylight.
But how could you tell that they'd make their attempt tonight?
They closed the League offices. They no longer needed Mr. Jabez Wilson's absence. And it's a Saturday, Watson. It'll give them 2 clear whole days for their escape.
You reasoned it beautifully, Holmes.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, based on the original stories of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, have been dramatized anew with original music.
Welcome back. This is definitely an interesting approach to the Red-Headed League. I'm struck by the degree to which they really try to affirm the chronology they're using for the stories. And I tend to think that's just something that's better not to call attention to. I definitely think in this episode you see the contrast between this series and the John Stanley series we just completed. Just in terms of the interaction of the character, it's light, it's more good-humored and pleasant, even with the crooks. And I guess you could make an argument that they may have gone too far one way or another, but I think it's definitely refreshing from what we heard in the prior series. All right, that'll do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and then join us back here again next Thursday for Sherlock Holmes. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And among those I would like to thank are David and also Robert, who sent along donations. We'll send access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $7 or more. Well, now it's time to get into today's episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and this is actually the last one we have with John Lund in it, and I should say for now. I have hope that we'll eventually get to hear some of these lost episodes, but here now, from August the 3rd, 1954, is the Hampton Line Manor.
John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
Jack Loring, Johnny. You'll have an easy time earning your money on this one. All you have to do is fly up to Sault Ste. Marie and sit around looking important while the Coast Guard does all the work.
All the work on what?
Why, a fellow by the name of Carl Richards set off a bomb on an ore boat, the Hampton Queen. Damages amount to some $56,000. We're covering the Hampton shipping lines on her.
Well, if the Coast Guard's handling it, what do you want me there for?
Just a formality. Richards disappeared after the explosion. Only a question of time before the Coast Guard picked him up. There won't be anything for you to do. A real snap.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But somehow it never turns out that way.
At this point in our program, I'd like to give you something to think about. Probably one of the most quoted Americans in our nation's history is Benjamin Franklin. It was Franklin who said, "Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." And never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. And, of course, the Lord helps them that help themselves. But probably one of his most familiar quotations is, "There are only two things in life of which we may be certain: death and taxes." Of course, what bothers most of our taxpayers is that death and taxes don't come in that order. But seriously, one of the biggest jobs handled by the Secretary of the Treasury is the collection of taxes, our government's main source of income. The government raises money through the Bureau of Internal Revenue, which collects income taxes, excise taxes, amusement taxes, and other federal taxes. The Bureau also checks to see that you haven't paid too little, and, believe it or not, that you haven't paid too much. Another way the government raises money is through the Bureau of Customs, which levies taxes on imports which are sent here from foreign countries. But although the Treasury Department collects the money, it is Congress, the men we send to Washington, who actually says who will pay taxes and how much. And that's one thing from which none of us can escape.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Worldwide Maritime Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Hampton line matter. Expense account item 1, $56.30. Airfare and incidentals between Hartford and Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. My Coast Guard contact was a Commander Winters. After checking in at the Sioux Hotel, I made my way to Coast Guard headquarters to meet him.
Glad to have you aboard with us, Mr. Dollar. Another hand is always welcome here.
Well, thanks, Commander. But I have no intention of stepping on official toes.
Not a chance. We're happy to have any assistance. Have you been briefed on the situation?
Well, I understand that Carl Richards seems to be the number one suspect.
Well, so far the evidence seems to point that way. Richards operates a supply and trading boat on the lakes. Yesterday at about 1300, he contacted the Hampton Queen near Lookout Point. 10 minutes after he shoved off, the explosion took place.
Anything unusual about the manner of contact?
Yes. Those oil boats stop for nothing. So the supplies are usually pulled aboard by line as the two boats proceed abreast. This time, Richards came up the Jacob's ladder himself.
Any particular reason why?
Well, Captain Torgerson of the Queen couldn't give us any. Said Richards spoke to him briefly, went below decks for maybe 5 minutes, came up again and went over the side.
And the explosion took place below deck?
Yes, in a utility compartment just abaft the engine room.
Did Richards bring any package aboard that might have held explosives?
Captain Torgerson didn't notice any. Richards was wearing a greatcoat, pretty bulky. Might have had something underneath it.
Anything else to connect him with the explosion?
One of the engine room hands saw him in that utility compartment. Nobody else was noticed down there. Then, of course, there's his disappearance.
What's the dope on that, Commander?
Well, after the supply boat shoved off from the Queen, it made no further contact, but it didn't pull into the docks until 2300 last night. When it did, Richards was not aboard.
Well, who brought the boat in?
His daughter, Elsa. She operated the boat with him. She claims she didn't know how her father got out of the boat, where he got out, or where he is right now. And she defies us to bring some kind of charge against her.
Very interesting, Commander. But so far, there's one big hole right in the middle of the picture.
Yes, I know. Motive.
Is there any?
Not that we can find. Richards has operated that supply boat over 20 years. Been an honest, law-abiding citizen with an excellent reputation. Haven't found one person who's got a bad word to say against him. If he did set off that explosion, the big question is, why?
Yeah. Well, I've got a hunch I'm going to earn my money getting the answer. The Richards supply boat was a powerfully built all-weather water bug, about 65 feet in length, tied up at a private dock not too far from the Coast Guard station. The deck was crowded with miscellaneous crates and cartons that seemed to contain everything from clean laundry, oranges, and sacks of cement to bouquets of fresh flowers. I couldn't see anyone around, so I hopped aboard and headed toward the small cabin up forward. Before I reached it, however, the cabin door opened.
Yes? What is it?
Are you Miss Richards?
That's right. Who are you?
My name is Johnny Dollar.
I've nothing to say to you, Mr. Dollar.
Well, how do you know? I haven't told you what I'm here for yet.
It's about my father and the Hampton Queen, isn't it?
It's got something to do with that, yes.
Then I've nothing to say.
The truth never hurt an innocent man.
You're not interested in the truth. You've got a job to do. Get the man who tried to blow up the Hampton Queen. Now I've got work to do, Mr. Dollar. If you're all through wasting our time, suppose you shove off.
Well, that sounds like as good an idea as any. You carry quite a mixed cargo, don't you, Miss Richards?
Sailors on all boats don't have much chance to get ashore. They need a lot of things.
Yeah, I suppose. But I was wondering about that crate over there on the starboard side.
What about it?
What would a sailor on an oil boat want with blasting powder? Expense account item 2, 75 cents. Cab fare to the Shoreview Hotel. I found Captain Torgerson on the hotel veranda, looking out over the endless parade of boats plowing their way up and down the lake.
I don't know what you're coming around asking me questions for, Mr. Dollar. I don't know where Carl Richards is.
Oh, the explosion took place on your boat, Captain. Richards was aboard some 10 minutes before the blast went off.
So?
Well, I thought you might be able to give me some idea why he did it.
Who said he did?
You don't think so?
I know he didn't.
Why not?
That's Robert McNally downbound, signaling for the locks. 18 minutes late this trip. If he gets to Selby in a Davis lock instead of the MacArthur, Bob McNally's going to be hopping.
Yeah, why is that?
The MacArthur empties in 10 minutes. Faster getaway.
I see. We were talking about Carl Richards.
I've known him 25 years now. Know the man inside and out. He didn't do it.
And why did he come aboard the Hampton Queen?
Didn't say.
Any idea why he went below deck?
No.
Well, it seems to me you'd be curious.
I figure a man's business is his own till he decides to share it with someone else.
That's all you've got to say?
Well, you might think about a couple of things.
Oh, I'll be glad to.
The blast went off in an empty storage compartment. Buckled a few plates, broke some oil lines. Gonna tie us up in dry dock for maybe a week, 10 days.
Uh-huh.
If somebody wanted to do some real damage, the engine room's only a step away. Could have knocked out a whole bank of diesel with the same powder. Something to think about, Dollar.
Yeah. Well, what was the other thing?
Carl Richards came to the Sioux 25 years ago. Married, started this supply boat business, raised a family. In all that time, he never said a bad word against anybody. Never cheated a man out of a penny. Lived a sober, industrious life. What could a man like that set off a charge of powder aboard an old boat for?
I'll trade one of my questions for yours, Captain.
What is it?
Why did he disappear? I spent the rest of the afternoon talking to neighbors, dock hands, sailors, and canal workers. Everyone agreed with Captain Torgerson's opinion of Carl Richards. And outside of that, I came up with nothing. By the time I got back to Coast Guard headquarters, it was getting dark. Commander Winters was still on duty.
Well, how have you been making out, Mr. Dollar?
Well, I'm beginning to feel less like an investigator and more like a persecutor with every stop I make, Commander.
Yes, I know. Couldn't ask for a finer reputation than Richards has had in the Sioux for the past 25 years. But then our job's not to judge him, just to apprehend him.
Yeah. Anything new at this end?
Not a thing. Still no trace of him.
What's Elsa Richards been doing?
She took the supply boat out this afternoon, made a number of routine contacts with all boats, got back to the dock about half an hour ago. Nothing suspicious or untoward about any of them.
Well, that's a big help.
Uh-huh. Now, come in.
Commander from our station at Three Harbors marked urgent, sir.
Thanks, Jenkins.
Well, I'll leave you to your duties, Commander.
Just a minute, Mr. Dollar. Have the seaplane stand by for takeoff, Jensen.
Aye, aye, sir.
You care to fly to Three Harbors with me, Dollar?
What's up, Commander?
One of the Hampton boat guards caught a man trying to sneak aboard. There was a gunfight, and the man was killed.
I don't suppose they identified him as Carl Richards.
They did.
Yeah, I'll fly up with you, Commander. Our first stop was the Richards supply boat, where we picked up Elsa. When we got to the Coast Guard landing docks, the four-place seaplane was ready, and we took off for Three Harbors, Minnesota. Elsa didn't speak during the flight and showed no emotional reaction when we put down at the Hampton Line docks and made our way to the guard offices.
Commander Winters?
That's right.
I'm Bill Fraser, Commander, the guard who shot that suspect earlier this evening.
I'm glad to know you, Mr. Fraser. This is Miss Richards, Mr. Dollar.
How are you, Mr. Fraser?
Mr. Dollar. Sorry we had to meet under these circumstances, Miss Richards.
Where is he, Mr. Fraser?
We have a day room back here. In here, Miss Richards.
You mind if I go in alone first?
No, it's not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's real rough. I wasn't expecting to run into Richard's daughter.
You made a positive identification?
Yeah, I got his wallet in the desk over here. Has the usual identification cards in it, driver's license, the rest of it.
What were the circumstances, Mr. Fraser?
Oh, I was standing the night watch when I saw this dinghy trying to sneak in under the stern. I hailed it and got a shot in return for my troubles. Fired back, got a lucky hit.
Any explosive in the dinghy?
Yeah, blasting powder. When I saw that, I thought of Carl Richards. When I got him ashore, we found proof.
Uh-huh. Well, that seems to tie this one up, Mr. Dollar. We may never know why Richards was doing it, but there's no doubt now that he was.
It looks like it, Commander.
That mean you have some reservations?
No, not particularly. I'm just wondering why he was up here in Three Harbors.
Well, outside of the Sioux, it's the closest point to the Canadian border. Might have been intending to head there after he got through. Oh, excuse me. Hampton line. Oh, yes, just a moment, please. Please, man.
Thanks. What's the matter with it? Where did it happen? Okay, send a cutter out. We'll be there as quickly as possible. You're not through earning your money yet, Dollar.
More trouble?
Yes. One of the Hampton boats. Another explosion below decks.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
It took us approximately 2 hours to make it to Parisian Island in the Hampton boat, the James K. She was limping along at about 3 knots, and we had no trouble putting down alongside and getting aboard. The James K.'s skipper, Captain Hartzell, took us below decks for a look at the damage.
Here's where the blast went off. Most of the damage confined between these bulkheads. Some water coming in, but pumps have it under control. We'll make the Sioux without any trouble.
Engine room's right over there, isn't it?
That's right. This is just an auxiliary compartment.
Well, there's no question about the setup being identical to the Hampton Queen.
Yeah. What are these pipes up here, Captain?
Auxiliary fuel and water.
So the blast came from inside.
Well, you think the explosive was inside that pipe?
Well, I'd say it's a good possibility.
If Sam Tyler ever comes around, he'll be able to tell us.
Who's he?
Able Seaman. He was in here when the blast took place. Your cutter took him to the hospital at the Sioux.
Is he badly hurt?
Pretty bad. Anything else you want to know? I've got to take over the bridge. We're getting to the locks pretty soon.
How about it, Dollar?
I can't think of a thing. It was 2 a.m. when we got back to Sault Ste. Marie. The hospital told us that the seaman, Sam Tyler, was still unconscious and in critical condition. I figured I'd done enough to earn my keep for one day, so I went back to the hotel and turned in. Expense account item 3, $1. Country-style breakfast at the Sioux Hotel Cafe. After my third cup of coffee, I put a call through to Commander Winters at Coast Guard headquarters.
Well, we just got a report that they finished the Richards inquest in Three Harbors.
Didn't take them long, did it?
No, verdict was justifiable homicide. Miss Richards set the services for this afternoon.
We may have to disappoint her.
Why is that, Dollar?
I don't like that rush inquest, Commander. Suppose we see what an autopsy surgeon has to say. I spent the rest of the morning going over the Richards supply boat. I didn't know what I'd hoped to find, so when I finished, I wasn't disappointed. There was nothing aboard that clarified a thing for me. Back at the hotel, I found a message to call Jack Loring in Hartford. I put the call through.
Say, what's going on there, Johnny? You falling asleep on the job?
You wouldn't have thought so at 2 this morning.
It's 10 this morning I'm worried about. We've got a report that another of the Hampton boats is damaged.
You got it straight, Jack.
Well, holy smoke, Johnny. We sent you out there to do a job.
Oh, is that so? I thought it was just a formality while the Coast Guard did all the work.
Never mind that. some action. We can't stand any more of these claims piling up. Now, I had the Hampton line tie up all their ships at the dock. Can't take a chance on any more of these things happening.
Well, cancel your order, Jack.
What do you mean, cancel it? What difference does it make if those ships are tied up or sailing the lake?
I don't know yet, but it may. And I hope I'm going to find out within 24 hours. Now will you cancel it?
Okay, John. 24 hours. Now, 1 minute more.
Another call to the Sioux Hospital brought the same information as before. Sam Tyler was still unconscious, his condition unchanged. A call to Commander Winters got me equally as far. They had no report on the autopsy, and nothing else had turned up. I went down to the dry dock where they had the James K. in for repairs and contacted Captain Hartzell.
Oh, Carl Richards hadn't been aboard the James K. for close to 3 weeks. He made the downbound run to Erie. Time he came back, loaded up and headed toward the Sioux again. Yeah, it must have been at least 3 weeks.
You didn't see Elsa Richards either?
No, the supply boat usually contacts us at Lookout Point on the downbound run. We hadn't reached there when that thing blew up below decks.
Uh-huh. You have to turn in a checklist of all men aboard for the Union, don't you, Captain?
Yeah, that's right.
You mind if I have a copy of it?
No, glad to. Don't see what you're going to get out of it, though.
I'm not sure I do, either. I made my way next to the Hampton Queen to get a similar list from Captain Torgeson. He wasn't around, but his first mate supplied me with one. Took about 10 minutes to compare them, find what I was looking for, and take the information over to Commander Winters.
Is that why you brought me the checkoff sheets, Dollar, to look for any similarity in the personnel?
That's right, Commander.
Well, as far as I can see, there isn't any. Unless you're talking about that business of the cargo supers, but they have different names.
Yeah, but on both boats, the man who signed on is listed as substitute or replacement.
Do you think that's more than mere coincidence?
Well, if it's coincidence, it's one too many for me.
What do you mean?
The man who originally signed on and then was replaced on both boats was Bill Fraser.
Yes, sir?
Get me our station at Three Harbors.
Took about a half hour for Three Harbors to come back with the requested information. It supplied us with more information than we'd gathered in all the hours since I first hit the Sioux.
You were right about the autopsy, Dollar. Carl Richards died from drowning, not from gunshot wounds. They were fired after death.
What about Elsa?
She chartered a private plane right after her autopsy request came in and took off for the Sioux.
And Bill Fraser?
His replacement on the Hampton Queen was involuntary. He asked for relief of duty to serve as guard when the James K. shoved off.
Have they put him under arrest?
We were a little late.
Yeah, why's that?
Seems his testimony for the inquest was taken through deposition. He sailed aboard the Agnes Hampton at 2100 last night.
We started to move fast, heading for the Richards supply boat and Elsa Richards. We learned she'd shoved off and headed out into Lake Superior 2 hours before. 20 minutes later, we were in the Coast Guard plane heading out after her.
Looks like it'll be a close one, Dollar.
You better make it, Commander.
What do you figure will happen if you don't?
She'll make contact, Fraser will get aboard, and they'll be off for Canada.
Where'd you get the hunch, Dollar?
The booby traps tipped me off, Commander. The way those auxiliary oil pipes exploded from the inside. There had to be some reason for it.
I suppose it makes sense. Fraser was bringing in contraband from Canada, concealed in those oil lines. The booby trap gimmick was perfect. If anybody got suspicious and tried to investigate, the evidence was destroyed.
Yeah. And the supply boat made the perfect tie-up. One contact each downbound trip is all they needed.
You think Carl was in on it?
No, I doubt it. I think he was trying to cover up for his daughter. Probably set a delayed fuse aboard the Queen to destroy the evidence.
And then she and Fraser.
Yeah.
Nice people.
boarded the Agnes Hampton without sighting Elsa or the supply boat. They told us Fraser was still aboard, and 2 minutes later we were in the companionway leading to the storage compartment beside the engine room.
All right, hold it.
You see him, Dollar?
No. He's around the corner of the bulkhead.
No one back. Above deck. You're not coming in here after me.
It's no good, Fraser. You better come out.
Not a chance.
Either you come out or we come in after you. Better make it easy on yourself.
That's no laugh. You take one more step, I'm blowing this ship sky high.
The bluff won't work, Fraser. Those charges aren't big enough.
Not this time, Dollar. I got a real charge in here now. I figured something like this might happen, and I'm taking no chances.
You think he's bluffing?
I don't know.
If you think I'm kidding, just come on in here and try to dig me. I wanted to be smart and go on above deck.
What if we do, Fraser? You can't get off the boat with that stuff.
Ever hear of a Bangalore torpedo, Dollar?
Yeah?
Well, that's what I've got right here. I can attach both ends of this pipe, take the explosive and the stuff, and walk off this boat carrying him in my hands. Anybody tries to stop me, I'll just pull the string.
Looks like he's got a stymie.
Oh, maybe not. If this boat's like the James K. and the Queen, he can't reach the auxiliary pipes from where he's standing. In order to get to him, he has to expose himself.
It'll only be for a fraction of a second.
Well, maybe that'll be long enough. Maybe keep talking. I'm going to edge my way up and try to take him.
You can't shoot, Dollar. A ricochet could send it off.
Yeah, I thought of that.
What are you guys chinning about? You got nothing to talk over? There's only one place for you to go, and that's above deck.
We still think you might be bluffing, Fraser.
Go ahead and prove it. Come on in here and see what's going to happen.
Now, look. Elsa Richards hasn't even got here with the supply boat yet. She may never get here. Ever think she might be playing it safe, heading for Canada by herself?
That's a lousy bluff, Commander. With the stuff we got here, she's not going to take any run-out powder on me. She knows she won't.
All right, Fraser, hold it.
I warn you, Dollar.
You all right, Dollar?
Yeah, fine, Commander.
Oh. That deserves a nicely done commendation if I ever heard one. You got to him just in time.
That's the trouble. I didn't.
What?
He got to the pipe before I reached him. Pretty lucky it turned out to be a dud. Expense account item 4, $39.40, hotel bill and miscellaneous. Expense account item 5, $61.10, airfare back to Hartford. Expense account total, $158.55. Remarks. As it turned out, Elsa Richards had run out on Fraser. The Canadian authorities picked her up 6 hours after she landed. She's already waived extradition and is heading toward the Sioux in custody. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
You know, many great men attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? During the Black Hawk War in 1832, he volunteered for service and was made captain of his company. As a member of Congress in 1847, he was opposed to the Mexican War. He also opposed the Kansas-Nebraska bill, which favored the extension of slavery. During this time, he was offered the governorship of the Oregon Territory, but refused it. Over 6 feet tall and not particularly good-looking, he was known for his droll sense of humor. If you don't have his name by now, here's an important clue. His unexpected acceptance of an invitation to attend the dedication of a soldier cemetery was responsible for one of the greatest speeches in our history. Who was he? Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Sidney Marshall with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Jim Nusser as Jack Loring, Hy Aberback as Commander Winters, Lee Patrick as Elsa Richards, Ed Begley as Captain Torgeson, Clayton Post as Captain Hartzell, and Hal March as Bill Fraser. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle.
Johnny Dollar has been a presentation of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Welcome back. Well, it's a good thing that bomb turned out to be a dud, or John Lund's time as yours truly, Johnny Dollar, would have ended with him going out with a bang, quite literally. A decent program. This was, I should say, by no means the last episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, that Lund did. It's just the last in existence. After this episode, there was the Sarah Martin matter, the Hamilton payroll matter, the Great Bass Mock Race matter, and the Upjohn matter. And after that, Johnny Dollar would leave the air for more than a year. And we will, actually, having the show come back, came under consideration from CBS, and we'll tell you all about that story next week as we hear the Gerald Moore audition, and then we're going to get into, in subsequent weeks, the Yours Truly Johnny Dollar 5-parters. We turn now to listener comments and feedback. And on iTunes, John318 writes, I've been listening for a long time, and I really appreciate the time and effort you give to each podcast. I would love to hear you do I Was a Communist for the FBI, but that doesn't seem like a show for this podcast. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy listening. Thanks. Thanks so much. And that is definitely a program that I would enjoy doing, even though, like you said, it doesn't quite fit on this podcast. It's actually interesting, as I've listened to some of these episodes, how much Cvetic is portrayed as being under suspicion. And somehow or another able to slip out time and time again. Definitely one of the more interesting shows out there. Some other comments from on the app, actually on iTunes. Dino MC says, I love the old radio detective shows, and this app has them all. And David says, this app is great. I've had it quite some time, and I love all the detective shows on it. Great job, Adam. And we have not all positive reviews. CU writes, first time listening. This is regarding the app on the Amazon store. There were pleas for donation. I already bought the app. Major fail. Just play the radio shows and don't try to bleed me anymore, especially a paying customer. Pass on this one. Sorry I wasted the money, even if it was only $1.99. Well, like I said, I think that was definitely unfortunate. Of course, we only do the listener support campaigns twice a year for a total of 6 weeks. So sorry that that experience was taken that way. But that's the way that podcast apps work. Finally, we have this review of the app from Jody, also on the Amazon app. This is a wonderful collection of great old-time radio shows. Can't beat the price for downloads or the number of shows received. Well, thanks so much, Jody. I appreciate it. And we welcome your reviews, particularly if you enjoy the show. Ratings on iTunes are great for both the app and for the program itself, and you don't have to leave any specific feedback. And that will actually do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the lineup, and then join us back here next Friday for Gerald Moore's audition and yours truly, Johnny Dollar. I do want to, before we get started, let you know a couple of things. First of all I needed to know I learned from Columbo is now available as an audiobook. In it, I examine 7 great detectives of radio, literature, and television, including Monk, Columbo, Sherlock Holmes. It's already available for the Kindle, for the Nook, for the iPad, and for all other readers at smashwords.com. Now, if you don't have an ebook reader, it's also available as an audiobook, either through iTunes or through audible.com. Also, over at greatdetectives.net today, we have an article in which I review the first season of Colonial Radio Theater's Western hit, Powder River. And tomorrow at greatdetectives.net, I continue my countdown of radio's 100 most essential people with number 7. You can receive all the articles I post at greatdetectives.net. If you have a Kindle, just automatically download through the Kindle store. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode. This one is called The Senile Slugging Case.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
Yeah? Here's Mr. Wiggins.
Oh, how do you feel, Mr. Wiggins?
Better. I feel a little better.
Good. Well, we can sit right here. You need some help?
No, take it. It's all right.
I'll see you later then, Ben.
Yeah. Thank you, Sergeant.
You bet.
Nice guy.
Corey? Yeah.
How many people do we have to look at?
Oh, I think they're 28 or 29. We've had 2 other cases like yours in the past week, Mr. Wiggins. We picked up a couple of guys that might be possibilities, but we haven't been able to get positive identifications.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire of the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took your name will assist you. They're seated among you. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. When the prisoners leave here, they are sent to the bathroom and dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. Okay, move it up over to this side of the stage. Spread out and stand facing the audience, hands to your sides, and keep looking straight ahead. Now, boys, when you answer the questions, talk up so the people out there can hear you. It's a long way to the back of the room, so keep your voices up. All right, number one, William Bushman, robbery. Take your hands out of your pockets. Where do you live, William?
Underneath in Lincoln.
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
How long you been in this city?
About 7 months, I think. About 7 months.
Were you arrested with anybody, William?
Yeah, a couple guys.
Oh, what were their names?
Joe. I don't know his last name.
Joe, Lucas? Yeah, number 18, yes. Who was the other boy?
Call him Twitch. Herman Twitchell.
He's number 19. Any weapons, William?
No.
You have a car?
No, we was walking. If we had a car, we wouldn't be here.
Number 2, Max Sloan, robbery. Where do you live, Max?
East side.
You have an address, haven't you?
411 Orchid, south.
Were you alone when you were arrested?
Well, I was with the guy I was sticking up.
Was anybody arrested with you?
No, I was pulling the job. We weren't sticking up each other.
Any weapons, Max?
You think he was giving me his warning because I was pointing my thumb at him?
You want to be funny? We got all night, Max. You can just stand there and be funny all night.
I'm sorry.
Were there any weapons?
Yeah, 32.
Nickel-plated? Blue steel? What?
Blue steel. Not counting the rust.
You have a car?
Nope.
Okay, number 3, Stanley Meyer, robbery.
Any of these men?
No, where do you live,
none
Stan?
of those men. I don't recognize any of those.
Now, you'll have to speak up, Stan.
Said I don't live here. I'm from out of town.
Where out of town?
From Kentucky.
And you people hearing back there?
Little lot of men.
Now, look. I told you boys you're going to have to talk up. I don't want to have to repeat the question, so talk up all the way to the back of the room. Now, where are you from, Stan?
Wilmington, Kentucky.
Where have you been staying here?
On one place, one night flop house.
What flop house?
Yes, a flop house. I don't remember. Who remembers a flop house? Wiggins didn't spot anybody, huh?
No. Those 2 guys that jumped him did it too quick.
Oh, this is the 3rd slugging in a week. Somebody better come up with a halfway decent description.
These guys aren't stupid. They follow a pretty routine M.O. Dark spots. Pick an old guy like Wiggins, jump him before he knows what's happening, beat him unconscious, and roll him. How much chance has he got for a decent description?
They're liable to kill somebody. They seem to be getting rougher.
Yeah. Here's a list of Wiggins' valuables. See that all the pawn shops are covered.
Okay, Ben.
Other 2 victims didn't have much that those guys might want to hawk, but Wiggins had a gold watch and an old stick pin. Watch had his name and an inscription. They might try to get rid of it.
We're in 13J tonight, huh?
Yeah. These boys move around, but they seem to stay pretty much to the east side. We'll have the usual cars and 5 auxiliaries. Waldo's putting about a dozen plainclothesmen on the streets.
Be funny if one of our boys got rolled.
They're too old. These guys pick 'em old so they won't give much trouble. Nice guys.
Yeah, swell.
At 105 North Lincoln.
How about it? You getting hungry?
Yeah, a little.
Well, let's pull into Rogers and get a hamburger, huh?
Okay.
Order me a hamburger and coffee, will you, Ben?
Sure thing.
I'll be right.
Okay.
56 before 10 at the intersection of Simcoe.
Hi. No, I don't need a menu. 2 hamburgers and 2 coffees, please.
2 hamburgers, 2 coffees. Everything on the burger?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Attention all units in Area H. The 211 Slugging at 87 West Bullock. All units in Area H. The 211 Slugging at 87 West Bullock. Ambulance is on its way.
Miss! Miss!
Yeah?
Hold those hamburgers.
What's it?
99.
What's up, Ben?
Slugging. About a block away.
You know, someday I'm gonna finish a whole meal. Quine's already here. Hi, Quine. What's up?
Over here. It's a woman. Pretty bad.
Good. Gosh.
I've done everything I can. Oh, here comes the ambulance. Now, this is the fellow that found her. Mr. Hall?
Yeah?
This is Lieutenant Guthrie. Tell him about it.
Well, I was walking by over on the sidewalk. I tossed a cigarette over here, and I saw her. Well, about then I spotted this officer in the car, and I yelled.
Hi, Doc.
Another slugging, huh?
Yeah.
Well, she's not dead, but she's close. Hey, get that blanket over it. Looks like a bad fracture, a really bad one. Lost a lot of blood. You think she'll make it? I don't know. Keep that end up. Right. She's pretty old. Lost a lot of blood. Oh, are you coming down, Lieutenant? Yeah, we'll be down. She didn't have anything on her, Ben. No identifications. They got everything. Uh-huh. You just found her lying here, Mr. Hall?
That's right. Threw my cigarette over here. I wouldn't even have seen her if I hadn't thrown my cigarette.
They probably waited behind this hedge. Grabbed her when she passed, slugged her, and dragged her into the lot.
Yeah, it's a good spot for it. Good and dark.
Gee, it was a terrible thing. I still can't quite believe it. What are you going to do about it?
What do you think?
Dr. Griswold, report to second floor desk, please. Dr. Griswold, second floor desk, please.
Lieutenant. Elmer, that 211 slugging that came in about a half hour ago, who's got it?
The old lady?
Yeah.
She's in surgery now, Dr. Gurdon. That's the 4th one this week, isn't it, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Mind if I look at your newspaper, Murph?
No, go ahead.
Coffee shop's closed, isn't it?
Yeah. You want some coffee?
Well, I could use some.
Want me to run down to the kitchen?
No, forget it.
No trouble.
No, thanks, Murph. We'll get some across the street later.
Hey, Ben.
Huh?
The tennis matches will be here Wednesday. You want to go?
On duty Wednesday.
Dr. Griswold,
Well,
report to
they'll be
second
here
floor
for 3
desk,
nights.
please.
Let's go see him one night, huh? I'd like to see that Nancy Chafee.
That's a pretty girl. Picture in that last section someplace.
Yeah?
Sports section. Yeah, right there. Pretty girl, huh?
Yeah. I'm Ben?
Yeah.
What do you say? Want to go?
Yeah.
Here comes Dr. Gurdon, Lieutenant.
Doctor.
I'm Guthrie, Doctor. 16th Precinct.
How are you?
This is Sergeant Graham.
Hello. Hello.
How's the old lady?
She died. Wasn't much we could do. Pretty well gone when she came in. Come on, walk down with me while I get out of this gown.
Sure. See you later, Murph.
Yeah. Take it easy, Murph. So. Have you got an identification yet?
No, not yet. Fingerprints will help, though.
Well, we did just about everything. It's a bad fracture, a really bad one. When they're that bad, they don't stand much of a chance.
She regained consciousness at any time?
No. But the looks of the wound, whoever hit her hit it with something pretty heavy. Blackjack? No. Oh, something like a pipe, maybe. Really let her have it.
That's the way these boys have been working. We've had 3 others, but not this bad.
Uh-huh. Cigarette?
No, thanks.
Sergeant? No, thanks. Yeah. It's hard to believe anybody would beat up an old woman. Hit her that hard. Just doesn't make sense.
No, I don't guess it does.
These other victims, they have much money on them?
Add it all together, about $24.
Morning, man. Anything new?
No, just routine stuff.
Well, let's grab some coffee then, huh?
Okay.
99, a 415 at Lincoln and Lucas. KQAR 830-70K, code 6.
Oh, I was just looking for you, Ben. Come on in.
Huh?
Morg sent us over the fingerprints on that old lady.
You got an identification?
Yeah. We ran a check through, and that's what we came up with. Woman's name is Stokes. Mrs. Rebecca Stokes lives at 518 North Oak with her daughter. Asher went over to get the daughter. I need a positive identification. Asher's taking her right down to the morgue. I thought maybe you'd like to talk to her first.
Yeah, I would. Let's go.
Daughter's name is Lillian Dunn. She was married. Husband killed in the war.
Hello, Asher.
Oh, morning, Lieutenant. This is Miss Dunn. This is Lieutenant Guthrie and Sergeant Grip.
How do you do, Miss Dunn?
How do you do?
Hello.
We certainly wish we could eliminate all this, Miss Dunn, but it's necessary.
I don't think I can go through with it. I don't think I can do it.
Well, it's necessary. She has to be identified by a relative.
I just don't think I can.
Well, it is your mother. We're sure of that.
Sooner or later, you'll have to, sooner or later you'll want to see her.
But not in here. Please, not in here.
We'll have to keep her here until we get a positive identification. Do you have any other family?
In Nevada, an aunt and a cousin.
Well, if they could get down here, they
They
could...
haven't seen Mom in years.
Your mother's the fourth victim in a week. We've got to stop these men. We'll need some information.
All right.
Where was your mother going last night?
I guess she was coming home. She went to a movie early when I guess she was coming home.
And did she have a purse with her? Any valuables?
Yes, she had a purse.
Can you remember some of the things she carried in her purse?
Yes, I guess I can. There wasn't much, not much money.
Or anything to identify her?
Some card things.
She have any jewelry? Any rings or a watch?
Yep. She had a wedding ring and an engagement ring that weren't worth much. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I think Miss Dunn better go on home, Asher. Get a description of the two rings and take her home.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'll do it. It's best to get it over with. I'll have to do it sooner or later.
Well, maybe we can get some close friends.
No, I want to. It's all right.
Okay.
Oh.
Miss Dunn, if you don't want to go through...
No. Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Charlie.
Next Wednesday evening, February 14th, CBS will bring you the exclusive broadcast of what promises to be the greatest boxing bout of the year, the meeting of Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta. In meeting LaMotta, Robinson will be facing the only man ever to defeat him. LaMotta will be defending his middleweight crown in this exclusive CBS broadcast, which will come to you on most of these same stations. Be listening for this important sports event next Wednesday evening, February 14th on CBS.
Oh, brother. You sure deal 'em. King? Lovely.
Hi. Who's winning?
What do you think?
Can't use it.
No. Let's see. No?
Gin.
Oh, Quine, do me a favor, will you? Drop dead.
Well, you couldn't discard the 3. He picked one up.
Oh, owe me 30 cents.
Kibitzers.
Oh, by the way, Walter's got 8 auxiliaries tonight. You and Matt are in 13J again.
Oh, how about the policewomen?
He's got 5 of them. They'll be in the area from 10 till 2. One car within a block of them at all times.
Well, we got half an hour. You want some dinner?
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Okay.
Discard the 3.
Wait a minute.
Well, you couldn't have.
Have what?
Discarded the 3.
Oh, it had to be the jack, huh? Couldn't have been any of the 9 other cards. You.
Yeah? Oh, hello, Mr. Wiggins. Yeah, I remember. You did? Where? 837 South Wilton. Okay. Yeah, we'll meet you there in about 10 minutes. Right. That was Mr. Wiggins. We spotted his watch in a pawn shop. The watch the hold-up men took after they slugged him.
There's Mr. Wiggins.
Yeah.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Now, where's the watch?
Right over here, in the window. There, the gold one. It's open. See the inscription?
Yeah. Okay, let's go in.
Yes?
Police.
Oh.
We want to see a watch you've got in your window.
Sure. Which one?
It's that one, the gold one.
The gold. Sure. This one?
That it, Mr. Wiggins?
Yes, that's it. See the inscription? To Dave, love, Alice. My wife, she gave it to me.
Hot?
Yeah. You remember where you got it?
I got a ticket. Here you are.
John Jones, 671 Barrington. John Jones.
That's a good name.
You remember what the man looked like?
The man who hocked the watch? No.
You remember when he hocked it?
No.
Didn't you date the ticket? How long have you had it?
A week, maybe. What's so important about the watch?
It belongs to this gentleman, not to the men who hocked it.
Oh, okay. Take it. Ain't worth much.
It's solid gold.
Solid gold. I got dozens.
Now, what's your name?
My Wagner. George Wagner. Look, I don't know nothing about it. This guy came in, hocked it, that's all.
Look, Mr. Wagner, it's very important that we get a description of this man.
He stole it, huh? Yeah, and he's got a friend. We want both of them for murder. Murder?
That's right. You think you might know him if he came in again?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember.
You get one of these lists?
Lists?
One of these. List of stolen articles, like that watch.
Oh, yeah, I got one.
None of these other things in your store?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You didn't know about the watch? You better check.
Look, I know I ain't got none of them.
You didn't report the watch. You better check.
All right, I'll check. If I find something, I'll call you.
We'll wait.
While I check the whole inventory?
Just the tickets on the last week and a half.
Okay.
We'll take a look at them, too.
Sure. Okay. Look, officer.
Yeah?
I know the man that hocked that watch, but honest, I didn't know he killed nobody. I didn't know it.
What's his name?
Carl Young. He's hocked things before. He's been in a couple times. I know him from the neighborhood, see. I didn't
His
think
name's
he was...
Carl?
Yeah, Carl Young.
The name in this watch is Dave.
He said it belonged to his brother.
You know his brother?
No, but I know him. He seemed like an honest guy.
Where does he live?
In the neighborhood. I bowl. He's in the bowling alley a lot. I bowled with him last Friday. Look, honest, he seemed like
Does he hang around with another guy?
I seen him with another guy sometimes. A big guy.
You better come down to the station, Mr. Wagner.
The station? Why?
I'm afraid you're in a little trouble.
Yeah, I know him. Carl Young. He hangs out in here a lot.
You know where he lives?
No. What's he done?
Does he pal around with anybody?
Yeah, he's with one guy quite a bit. A fellow named, let me see, what the heck was he? Quiet guy, big. It was John or Joe. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Joe, I think it was.
Well, I think we'll stick around. You let us know if Carl Young or Joe come in.
Sure, I will. Quine's got a dozen men checking the neighborhood. There are 4 cars in the block. Nobody does anything unless you give the word.
If they both come in, we'll take them. One of them will tail them.
Okay. Gee, it's 3:30.
See that guy down there, second alley?
Yeah, what about him?
He's bowled 6 strikes.
Okay.
Fair. 150 so far.
Yeah, you need a few strikes, friend.
Yeah. There you are. Okay, pick him up.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, what is it?
That fella just came in.
Which one?
The big one. I said, hello, Joe. He said, hello. His name must be Joe.
Oh, get a load of this guy.
Where is he? Upstairs in the pool hall.
Oh, come on, point him out.
Yeah, it's up here. Come on, right up here. Oh, hello, Joe.
Hi. That's him?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He's out in the street.
Hold it. He's getting into a car. Come on.
There he goes.
Stay with him. 13J, code 3, suspect proceeding east on Fountain. License number 80 Roger 1135.
KQAR. Attention all units. Code 3. Suspect traveling east on Fountain. License number 80 Roger 1135.
He's swinging left.
13J, suspect turning north on Lincoln.
KQAR. All units in Area B. Code 3. Suspect proceeding north on Lincoln.
Don't get too close, man.
He's stopping.
Yeah, pull up. 13J, suspect at 3000 block, Lincoln.
He's getting out.
Now, let's go.
He's going into the building.
Now, hold it. We'll wait till the rest of the boys get here.
Well, there's Quine now.
Yeah. He's in the building, Quine. You better take it around the back in the alley just in case.
Right. Oh, here's Asher.
Quine's taking the alley in the back. We'll go in and you wait here with the rest. Spread them out.
Yeah, right, Lieutenant.
All right, let's go, man.
Okay. How do we do it?
Find out what apartment he went in, clear out the building, and take him.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Mailboxes.
Oh, yeah. Lipsky, Busher, Whiting.
C. Young. 208.
Uh-huh. Now, if they're in the room, we can just clear out the rooms on both sides. Forget the rest of the building. I'll take 206.
Okay, I'll take 210.
Yeah, sure. So what? I tell you, Carl, it's not... excuse me.
Certainly.
I tell you, I know what I'm talking about. This ain't me.
Ben.
Yeah?
That was Carl Young with the big boy.
Come on. It's better. We'll take him on the street.
They're climbing into the car.
Hold it, Young.
Look out, Carl! Come on!
Watch it, Ben.
Asher, over that way. Get them between us.
Yeah. Give it up, Young! Give it up!
Watch it! They're breaking for the alley. Young's down.
Take this one, Asher.
Right. All right! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Quine's got him.
Face the wall. Put your hands on the wall.
Okay. Okay.
Shake him down, Matt.
Okay.
Big boy wasn't as tough as he looked.
Oh, he's been fighting old ladies too long.
Lineup, where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again next week when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name, and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask the question.
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Greb, is written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were High Everback, Sidney Miller, Bill Boucher, Herb Butterfield, Barton Yarborough, Sammy Hill, Mary Lansing, Howard McNear, and Tim Graham. The Lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The dramatic story of a pint of blood donated by a civilian, flown across the Pacific and used to save a GI's life in Korea, will be told on Hear It Now tomorrow evening. Edward R. Murrow will narrate the drama, and Generals MacArthur and Ridgway will be heard as part of this gripping, vital story. Also on CBS this Friday night, Jan Murray will be here with another bright hour of songs for sale. 4 more amateur songwriters will be competing for nationwide publication and the royalty checks. Songs for Sale and Hear It Now are heard every Friday on most of these same CBS stations. Dan Coverly speaking. This is CBS, where the Jack Smith, Dinah Shore, Margaret Whiting Show is heard every weekday evening. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, I have to admit, this is probably one of the most dubious titling decisions because no one in the case is indicated to be senile, either sluggers or victims. The only thing indicated is that the victims are old, which is obviously, or elderly, which is obviously not the same thing as senile. But the person who wrote the script titles, which, like most shows, the script titles were not used in the programs themselves, they kind of like snappy titles. So Senile, Slugging rolls off the tongue, and so that's what we end up with. All right, well, some listener comments and feedback. We begin with one from Richard. Dear Mr. Graham, thank you very much for your public service in making these marvelous recordings widely available. I'm an Australian listener. But think you have a perfectly engaging voice for podcast. I'm looking forward to the Philip Marlowe series. How many years must I wait? Regards from Richard. Well, Richard, actually, not too many. By my calculations, just approximately 14 months, give or take a week. Right after the Bob Bailey, yours truly, Johnny Dollar run. Thanks for listening in Australia. And then we have a note from Joan who says, Mr. Ace is very interesting. Too bad there are only a couple of episodes. Keep up the good work and interesting comments, Adam, because without you, we would never know as much as we do about the shows and the inside information you pass along to us. Well, thanks so much, Joan. That will actually do it for today. We will be back on Monday with Let George Do It. I had to pause to double check because the next week's schedule is just a little bit different. And then join us back here on Saturday for another episode of The Lineup. In the meanwhile, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. See you next week. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.